Hello, everybody, and welcome to Empires of Arcadia. I am Koibu, and I will be your DM for the evening. How has everyone's Christmas and New Year's been?
Good.
Ziz?
Really good. Yeah, it's been pretty eventful. Did a lot of streaming over Christmas.
Can you show us the crab dance again?
No crab
You
dance.
sure?
Very sure.
Okay. What about you, Nash?
Oh,
Mr. Nash?
pretty great. I got a life-threatening bacterial illness and almost died. So basically time skipped through the last 2 weeks and lost 10 fucking pounds and then barely made it back to streaming time. So that was my happy holiday.
Oh, glad to see that you're back in time for this.
Mm-hmm.
To die here on video games.
Yes. Well, it's preferable to dying in real life. So yeah, I basically time skipped. I'm still 2 weeks ago. It's still 2019 for me. What's going on, guys?
Okay, just stay there. 2020 doesn't look great, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I'll just hang out back here then. You guys let me know how it goes.
What about you, Steven? How's life?
It's okay. Chugging along.
All right. I see some new artwork up behind you. Is that just you're more moved in, or is that new art?
Well, I got sponsored by Displacer, so I figured I'd hang their stuff up behind me to be nice.
And Jeff, how's it going with you?
It's good. I started getting back into RTS with Age of Empires too. It's a lot of fun.
Is it as good as it was back in the day?
Yeah, it brings me back. It was like I think it was one of the first games I really played a lot of.
Can you still scout with sheep?
Yes.
Your name's Jeff?
Yes.
Holy shit. I never knew that. I've known you for like 5 years. I bet you don't know my real name.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Ned?
Exactly. Nobody knows it.
Well,
I keep it behind my gamer name.
That actually freaked me out. Like Trey from Method, his like real life name is Jack, and like I had like a reality shift when he told me. I was like, "What do you mean your name's not Trey?"
All right. So does anyone remember where we left off? Because it was a bit of a tense situation when we departed.
Wait, we had just finished killing, and you were about to tell us how much experience and loot we got from killing.
I literally have no
Shifter
fucking
beasts.
idea. I don't even remember my character.
Okay,
Like,
so
what-
we were at a tower for a little bit, and some dragon statues jumped off. Did we already kill those? Or I think we already killed those.
Yeah.
right?
Wait, what?
You're in 2019. You don't remember this stuff.
All right, cool.
We
Okay.
killed some
Sorry.
drakes, and
Yeah.
then we had some role playing with some dwarves, and I think we were traveling either back to the dwarves. Yeah, I think we were traveling back to the dwarves now, right? And then
Mhm.
we finally encountered something, and it was, what are they called again? Shape beast?
Displacer Beasts.
That's it.
Yes, they're like panthers with a dark blue skin or a fur, and these two tentacles that kind of come off their back shoulder blades, ending in large spiked pads. And they're called Displacer Beasts because where they are is not actually where they are. They have a visual little glitch going on with them, where they look to be in this spot, but they're actually a couple feet off to the side in some particular way, which makes them very difficult to fight, giving you all disadvantage on attack rolls
And-
against them.
Cyan Grubber level 5, which I don't know if we've done.
We did. We rolled for it. I see the updated HP.
Okay, just
everywhere.
making sure.
Are you trying to say they're in the quantum realm?
No, because quantum would be very, very small. They would be just displaced. Just displaced. You might want, yeah. If anything, it's more like astral projection than it would be quantum entanglement or quantum displacement. But here we are, and why don't we just start off our game with combat? So somebody, please roll initiative for our team, and we'll just get this out of the way and see if it's even worth playing the rest of the session, or if you all just die here and it's the end of the game. All right.
Wow, so it's like every other day.
Ordinary day in the game.
By the way, I can't do my goblin voice as well today. I'm sorry, everybody, because my terrible bacterial illness.
It's okay. So the Displacer Beasts are going to go first. Grub has just poked his head through this little pass and spotted them to the left and right, and they go for the pounce. Starting with this one, who leaps upon Grub. and will make 2 tentacle attacks against you at advantage because he is not quite in the right place. And when you see the tentacle coming for you, it's actually coming from one of these other sides.
Were we surprised?
No, you were not surprised because you have 20 passive perception. And as soon as you went through this little gap, you were able to spot them despite their hidden.
I couldn't shapeshift in time?
No, because they've won initiative.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can do your bonus action on your turn.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. Why do they have advantage on the attacks?
Because they are not in the place that they actually are. They're like 1 or 2 feet displaced from there, from where it looks like they are. So
okay, so it's like a property of being displaced is the advantage and then disadvantage on the attacks on them. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. But as you know, if you strike them, their displacement sort of like glitches out for a few seconds, giving the until their next turn, it stops functioning. And so the disadvantage and advantage go away.
Okay.
So it will attack you twice, Mr. Grub. It loves little goblins. You're so edible. So the first attack is a 12, and the second attack is a 23 against you, whapping you in the face for a total of 11 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Alrighty, that was easy. That was that easy. The next Displacer Beast is going to spend all of its action moving over here and getting into a position behind Corin.
But how many are there?
Displacer Beasts. Oh, there are more than you would like, my friend.
I would like 1.
Yeah, there's more than that.
Oh, I thought there were only the 3 up there.
No. There's a bunch of them. This is going to be a difficult battle for you
Guess
all.
I'll die.
Second Displacer Beast moves into position, while the third comes after Grub as well. Actually, the fourth one after Grub. And will attack twice with a 12 and a 24, whapping you for 9 more points of damage, Grub. And our last Displacer Beast to go. It's a bit of a tight choke here. It can't quite get in to get to Grub. So it will spend the rest of its turn climbing up onto this ledge where it will be ready to pounce for the next round. All right, party members. It's your turn.
Okay. We gotta pull out like full stops here, I think.
Should we run?
I don't think we can. They seem fast.
They're fast. They have 6 legs, by the way.
Great.
You guys see those pings I'm making?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Just make sure. Okay. All right. Well, we need to focus one. I mean, that's what we have to start with, right?
Yeah. Let's focus the one above Grub. Because I can move in here.
Fuck.
Okay. Oh wait, that's my Eidolon sheet.
Oh yeah, I opened Von's shit earlier.
I was so confused. That's like, wait. Let's see.
Oh, you are no longer Eidolon. You
You
are.
are by speeding along, so I'm moving my distance around this guy to flank right here.
Excellent. And looks like you're going to pass right next to this guy within range. So when you move away, you'll be taking attack of opportunity.
I thought you can reach me.
Well, that's a good point. How high is the cliff?
It's 6 feet.
The reach of their tentacles is 10 feet. So you are going to be surprised, actually, as you walk past it, and it reaches out a distance much greater than you thought it could to whap at you for a whopping 12 damage. Good job, Displacer Beast. You've done well.
Not to undo this situation, but I'm just curious for future reference. If there are large creatures, you can pass between the two of them, right? Do you have to go around them? If they're large, they take up like 4 grids. I thought you could walk between the middle.
You will be squeezing when you walk through them, which will give you disadvantage on all your things and advantage on all their things against you and some other problems, and it halves your movement.
Huh. Okay. Just checking. And then last time, sorry, just refreshing. We were talking about advantage on range. Initially, we talked about how you'd have advantage if the monster's flanked, but then I think we undid that. What did we end with that for our ranged attacks on?
If a monster is flanked, it is only the flanking members who get the advantage, is what the DMG said.
Okay, gotcha. So it's virtually impossible for me to get advantage on a ranged shot, except for some exceptional, like a sneak attack or something, right?
I mean, there are ways. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, okay, gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, you're a clever guy.
Okay. As far as I remember, I can just really attack, right? I can rage and then attack. I don't really have any moves.
Yeah. I mean, that's really sad if you don't have any, if you don't think you have moves, but go for it.
Well, I mean, I have reckless attack.
I think you got cool moves.
Thanks.
Do it.
Wait, do you think I have moves?
I think you've got moves. I
No,
think you
but
got
like,
great
I
moves,
just
but I also
can't
think
remember. It's been so long.
it's Trump's action still.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, we can split it up, but I am going to take my action first because my attacks are less powerful than yours, and I have more of them. So attack first, normal. That's 12.
26 will hit because you are flanking.
But they have advantage. Or
Oh, right. So it's a 12. Good call.
Bad call.
Which will
Trump.
just barely miss.
Okay. And
Can you hit it
I'm
again?
going to use. I'm 5th level now, which means I get a extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once when you take the attack action.
Lovely.
So here's another attack.
Yes.
That one will definitely do it. 17 hits home with your quarterstaff, whapping the Displacer Beast across the back for 10 damage. It
Oh my
growls
God.
in
Oh my
displeasure.
What?
god, dude. I think you added a 0 to their life by accident.
Anyone else have an action?
Yeah.
I
have a
guess I'll
third
die then.
So
Yeah,
on
guess
top of
we'll
the
die.
attack there. Sorry, I just got 5th level, so I have a bunch of these that I'm just adding in now. I'm
Wonderful.
going to use a stunning strike on that hit. So I haven't copied it here, so I'm just gonna type it there. So I spend 1 chi on a stunning strike. They must succeed on a con saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
All right. They roll a natural 1 on their con saving throw. This Displacer Beast is stunned, which will give everybody else advantage when attacking it, because not only is it hit and brought out of its displacement, but now it is stunned. So you
So-
guys have good.
I already have
Fantastic.
advantage. Should I? I feel like we should still single target one down, even if it's done.
Yeah. Can
Oh,
I
yeah, of
move? Can I
course.
dump some arrows into it? Is that okay?
Yeah, I have a third
Yep.
attack, by the way, so that's my unarmed strike right there at advantage. So that's
Okay.
That will definitely hit for 8.
I'm going to
All right.
move up here, and then can I shoot from here?
They're not across this wall. You can't. This is a cliff that rises and rises and rises. So from
Okay.
here you can shoot those guys.
If I move on to this cliff here, is that okay? Or am I like in range of him? Or how high up is this cliff? It's like
That's probably like 8 feet up. So you only have 30 feet of movement, right? So that might be a little bit too high for you to climb in one round. It's
Okay.
like at the very edge of your movement.
gotcha, never mind. And then am I able to hit that dude's head? Because he should be occupying that full square if I shoot
This
from
guy?
here. Yeah. I think he's occupying the full square. If we're saying
I
we
think
can't
if you
squeeze
get down
between
to one of these squares, you would easily be able to hit him, no problem.
like this square. Okay,
Well-
like this square.
Yeah, either one of those will be fine. It rolls
Oh,
in your
okay.
favor.
Like this one. That's good. Okay. I will take out my bow against the stunned creature. We'll draw it back, and I will fire 1 shot. 17 to hit, because we're saying advantage. Yeah.
Yes, that will hit.
I'm going to toss a superiority die here for a trip attack, I guess. I'm just going to roll a 1d8 for damage.
Excellent.
And then plus my
the-
bow damage is 15.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to go ahead and take my action surge so that I can do a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
29, that should be a crit.
Crit the creature.
I'm going to throw another superiority die and add it. That's a 1 plus a 12 for damage.
Double the superiority die. Roll it again, because it's a crit. So everything gets doubled, including superiority dice.
Okay.
There we go. 7 and 11 is 19?
Yep.
No, 7 and 12 is 19.
7 and 11 is 18. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
And then I'm going to exhaust the other 25 feet of movement I have to move up into here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna rage,
Mm-hmm.
and then.
Can I hear your sound of rage?
That's all I got for you.
That's how you wake up in the morning.
I have action surges too, right? I can't remember.
Nope, only
Oh.
fighters.
I hate it. All right.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. Can I attack 2 more times? I get extra attack at level 5, right? We're at level 5.
Are you were 4th level still.
Oh, no. We only made. No, we're level 4 because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
uneven. Never mind. Yeah.
For dying.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit it with my great axe then, at advantage.
Roll it.
Oh,
18 hits home. Your axe comes up and down
18.
across the creature for a huge amount of damage. It is near to dead. It's about 31% HP. Do you have any other actions, Minsk?
I don't think I can do anything.
All right, Grub-a-dub-dub.
We're gonna try something different here, Koibu.
Oh, you're not going to turn into a Todd?
I'm not gonna turn into a Todd. We're gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Oh,
I'm gonna summon
this is one spell.
4 beasts of a challenge rating of 1/2 or lower, and I think you choose whatever you want them to be.
I get to choose? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
4 beasts, 1/2 or lower.
Yeah.
All right, you summon 4 leech beetles. Where would you like them to be summoned?
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, they're fucking terrifying.
Oh,
Where do you
meant
want them to be?
I want them to be on the front line against these
Over here?
oncoming, like the 2 over there on the left.
Oh, these guys over here?
Yeah, distractions. Yeah. And then as a bonus action, I am going to use my goblin ability, which I really don't use ever, Nimble Escape. And then I'm going to dip out into, how many goblin feet do I move?
You are medium, so you go 30 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to goblin Nimble Escape out as a bonus action, disengage, and hide in the bushes over here.
Excellent.
And
these beasts, do they get an action right now?
So it says that the summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just kind of chill and help us, but I think they don't go immediately, unfortunately.
Well, they roll initiative, and they go at 15, which is just after you guys, so they actually do get around this turn because their initiative was so low. Okay. So I will just control them for a moment here because they are your summoned creatures. Now, leech beetles have fantastic camouflage, which is great in some situations, not so much in this one. But what they do have is a leap, attach, and then blood suck ability, where they land on a creature and then just automatically hit it for sucking out damage round after round. So these little fuckers are going to leap on these guys with the one on the leftmost Displacer Beast will leap for an 11 or an 8. It's not very good. Second one will leap for also an 8 because it has disadvantage. So they're trying to find it, but they can't quite get it.
Do they have disadvantage? Isn't it just...
Yeah, because the Displacer Beasts are
right, but they're flanked.
They weren't before. They had attacked it from the front, and I'm moving them as they leap and miss the Displacer Beast. So like these guys leap and leap. That's all the leaps. All the leaps go off. This one will get a hit though. It will land on the Displacer Beast for 5 piercing damage, rendering it visible and seen. And now this beetle, is attached to this Displacer Beast. This other one misses. And it's back to the Displacer Beast's turn. All right, this guy is stunned until the end of its next turn or the start of its next turn.
I believe it's stunned for 1 turn. Let me scroll up and see. Until the end of your next turn. So until.
Ooh. All right, so that one can't do anything. It is spazzing out on the ground. Its chakras have been misaligned, and it needs to detoxify its body or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, the other Displacer Beast here looks between the two of you. One of you has a huge axe and did 1 blow of massive damage. The other one of you has a flurry of blows all over the place. Which one of you is the more delectable treat? Neither of you are wearing armor, so it's going to... Oh, it goes for the Barbarian. Slapping you twice with its attacks. A 20 and a 16 will both hit you. And you will take a crap ton of... you have resistance to damage, don't you? So you will take 6 and 5 for a total of 11 damage as the Displacer Beast slaps you around the head. This one up here is going to take a bit of a running leap and come over to here. So it's not leaving the square next to Corin.
Wait, was that second attack on Ziz a hit?
16 is a hit. I have armor class 14.
16 is a hit. Yeah.
Oh, right. Disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah. This guy will come up here and attack the archer in the bushes. You're in cover, so I'm going to give it like a -2 to hit against you. So the first attack is going to be a 20, and the second is going to be a 13. You will take a total of 8 points of damage. The guy on the far left changes his attention to the beetles who have arrived and wants to make quick work of them. So it will...
How much damage did I take?
11. It will crit the first beetle for 11 plus 12, which will be enough to destroy it. And it will slap at the other beetle with a barely hit for 11, which will not kill it. Meanwhile, the Displacer Beast that has become visible again has a creature attached to it. And so this weird thing happens that really only Grub and Corin can see, where you see this beetle on top of an invisible creature, essentially, and the Displacer Beast like a couple feet away, but the beetle's still on exactly where it is. So you know the spot it's in, even if it doesn't look like it's in that spot right now.
That's cool.
And it will strike at the two beetles. The first blow will hit the first beetle for not lethal damage, but the second blow will kill it, so the second beetle dies. And that is the monster's turn. PCs.
I think I should go first and try to kill the beast. So I'm gonna, still raging, I'm gonna use my great axe. I hit the stun one.
Yes, 14 will hit.
Awesome. 14 damage.
Oof, close.
I don't think Sai should hit it. Is anyone else able to, though?
If I take a shot right now, I think it's going to be a disadvantage. I have to move away from the creature, right? I believe that's how D&D works. If there's an enemy near you and you shoot a ranged attack, it's at disadvantage.
Only if you're within 5 feet of it, if you're adjacent.
And also only that creature, I think.
Yeah. So right now, you can shoot this guy, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. So can I shoot the stunned one then, right, to kill it?
No, because he's on the other side of this cliff face from you.
Fuck, Koibu, you're killing me here.
But it looks like the cliff.
But
it looks like the cliff is getting smaller there. Maybe some of it's peeking over.
Well, maybe. But if the creature's stunned, then it's probably pretty low to the ground.
Also, sure. Destiny, I can go first. I can giant Todd and lock up that creature for you in front of you.
Yeah, go for it.
All
right, I'm doing that. I'm turning into the giant Todd, Koibu.
I thought it was gonna come.
The giant Todd.
Right, where is it? Shape change. Todd has arrived. Do you want to roll us some hit points? 60, 10 plus 6?
Yes, sir. Oh god. Roll 60, 10 plus 6. 33. So that has the potential to be 60?
Sure.
66, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. It'd be really cool if I had that much HP and not 33. But okay, so we're gonna attack.
It's a 1 in a million chance that it'll roll that. Literally,
really?
a 1. 10 to the 6th.
Yeah.
What's that?
1 million.
Million.
How do you guys know this?
Well,
5 zeros.
1 with 6 zeros is a million.
Freaking
That's
high
6 zeros,
IQ D&D players over here. Okay, all right. I'm gonna slap my tongue on this cat. I'm gonna lick that. Okay, like we're gonna attack.
No. I know where you're going.
We're gonna attack this Displacer Beast with with my frog power.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I have to remember how to use this. Actions. Bite. Hell yeah.
7 is going to be a mid. Oh, wait, you have advantage. Because, luckily, what's-his-face is diagonal from you. So you will hit. And roll me damage, and I will give it a saving throw, which is a pass for it. So it is not swallowed, but it will take 8 points of damage and be visible to everybody.
And it's grappled.
No, it passes its saving throw.
I don't think it makes it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're right. It doesn't make a saving throw. I misread it.
It's Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
So it took. Yeah. So now Destiny, we've succeeded in our plan.
Okay.
Okay.
So I should be able to step. Can I just step through it if it's like grappled right now, like this? Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, and then is this enough to take a shot, or maybe down here should be good, right?
You're still going to be moving at half speed through its square, so.
In that case, well, fuck it. I can just move around it. That's fine. So, like, I could move like this. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see that. That's good.
Okay. Then I will take a shot at the still stunned creature.
Mm-hmm. Until the end of this round.
27 to hit. And that is going to be 10 damage, and I'll roll a 1d8 on top of that as well.
Oh.
1, yikes.
Ooh.
Wait, can you...
Big yikes.
No, never mind.
Big yikes.
We're still inspired as well.
That's right. Everyone
Oh, we
has
do have
inspiration unless
true.
they used it.
Oh,
No,
no.
none of us did. We always forget about it.
Okay, I got the finish here. Are you done or got anything else?
I'm done.
Okay. I'm taking a quarterstaff to this guy with advantage. That's a crit.
Oh!
13.
Yeah, it dies. It bites the dust. You break its back. It lays on the ground. Its tentacles limp and useless.
Nice. I nimbly maneuver myself to the back of this guy, and I will stab its back with a quarterstaff. 9. I'm going to give it a stunning blow as well. I try to hit its chakra point. So roll a con save.
A 10. No, actually, it's probably 13. 11 is probably still fail.
Yes, it needs... I don't know the number, but it's more than 11.
Yes.
I'll look it up. And then I finish with a unarmed strike. It now has advantage, so 16 for 6.
Okay, it takes 6 points of damage, and it is stunned until the end of your next turn. Fantastic. What about Minsk?
I've already attacked. That's the first.
You've already attacked? Okay, everyone's gone then. It is the Leech Beetle's turn. This Leech Beetle that's on top of the Displacer Beast will automatically just drain its blood.
Suck him! Suck him!
No, it just does the damage.
Suck him!
It is being sucked upon.
They're really good.
The other one will leap on that Displacer Beast for a 13, which will actually hit it.
Suck him!
Rendering it visible as well.
Do they only have
For
13
5.
AC?
They only have 13 AC, but you have disadvantage to hit them, which makes them quite hard to hit. All right, 5 damage. Now, the Displacer Beast has 6 legs and 2 tentacles, so the Leech Beetle can't actually pin limbs to a person, to the Displacer Beast. It's got bizarre limbs, but this will work for now. These guys are both visible. And the Displacer Beast turn comes along. They're going to try and attack these creatures on their back, but hitting something on your back where you can't quite see is actually a rather difficult thing. So they are going to have disadvantage against the Leech Beetles. So that's going to be a 12 and a 13, which will just barely hit the rightmost Leech Beetle. For 10, it's still alive.
Yes!
Nice.
And the other one will hit and kill the one on it right away.
No.
It's still visible for a moment, and it will take its movement.
Mein Beetle.
Go
They're
for it,
actually MVP.
buddy.
That's German for my beetle.
Frog. It is going to go for the frog. So it will scamper over here and take 1 tentacle whap at you, Froggy.
Wait, didn't
which
it already get an
will-
attack? It
Gets
killed
2
its...
attacks.
That's some
It will
shit.
whap you for 7.
They don't do that much damage.
All right.
Okay.
If you don't think so, we can always add reinforcements. Party's turn.
Right, I'm gonna go first, and I'm going to cast Great Axe. I want to feel like I have spells, okay? Great.
It is very effective.
What a bit.
Oh.
Little bit of Path of Exile coming in there.
So
The
wait,
Juggernaut
does
build.
that calculate for crit damage?
Yeah, you just rolled a 2 on your d12. It was really bad.
Oh, okay, so 14.
12, 14. And it's wounded. Any other actions there, Minsk?
I have nothing else I can do.
All right.
I cast Sadness.
What about Boo? No? No Boo?
No, no Boo.
Okay. Next player.
Can I eat this guy?
You mean swallow?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need to succeed on
How does
another
that-
bite attack.
I have to make another bite attack, and then if I do, it's like 1 bite attack. If the target's grappled, the grapple ends. The swallowed target is blinded and restrained and starts taking damage. Yeah, so we're gonna go for another bite.
All right.
Oh,
You
let's
do it.
Oh,
It's inside of you now.
I
Roll me
love it.
some. Swallow target takes damage, I presume.
Get inside me.
Oh no, okay.
Yes.
Takes 3d6 acid damage at the start of.
He takes the bite attack, which is 18.
Oh.
Damn. And then at the start of his next turn, he takes 3d6. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
Excellent.
since I want to add, did you add your rage damage to your damage?
Yeah, I said 14. Yeah.
Yeah, he says it
Okay, I see.
with words. Other players.
I will take So, am I able to attack the thing being swallowed by Toad?
Yeah, you can shoot in the butt.
Okay. Do I get advantage on that, or is it just a normal?
Yeah, it's grappled, restrained.
Blinded.
It can't,
It's so
Yeah.
fucked, yeah.
it can't see your attacks coming.
Wow.
11 is gonna miss it.
I'll roll a precision die, I guess. We'll try.
That'll be your last one, I believe.
Yep. So
That will
19. So
hit.
it will hit, and then 6 damage.
Excellent.
Thump.
The monk moves into position.
Oh, I should stay here first. So first, I'm going to take a quarterstaff hit from
Also,
behind.
real quick, just because I finished my attack, I'm just gonna move to the side of the Toad, like through here and then through here. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
That's fine.
Sorry. Okay. Yep. Go for it.
Double 12 is a miss. 13 AC.
Very sad. All right, one more attack. That's a hit. I'm going to add a stunning strike on that. So roll a con save.
3 and 3 is 6 is another failure. It remains stunned.
Nice. So at this moment, I'm going to make my way all the way over here. And actually, on this one. Yeah, on this one. I will give this one an attack with an unarmed strike. That's an
20
advantage.
will, yes, 20 hits. And deals 8 damage. It is at half HP.
And roll a stunning thing on this one, too.
Oh my god, do you have that many key points?
I have 5. That's fourth
Okay.
one.
It rolls a 16.
That is probably a save.
Okay, so it's going to be your wisdom mod plus your proficiency modifier plus 8. 8 and 3 and 4 is 15, right?
Yes. So my save is
Okay.
15.
Yeah. So it passes.
It is.
There we go. Todd is there. Excellent. Because it's partially inside of you. Any other players? Any other actions?
Catchy.
Okay. Leech Beetle goes, and it will just
Suck him!
drain some
Suck
life
him.
automatically. 6 HP. And the monsters go. The one inside of you, would you roll me 3d6 acid damage
Show.
as it begins to get digested by your froggy enzymes?
My froggy enzymes.
All right. This guy's stunned, can't do anything. This guy can be, his displacement resumes. This guy is still not displaced. All right, the guy in the Displacer Beast inside of you. Let's see. I bet its tentacles are partially inside of you. So what it's going to do?
Kench, bitch.
It's going to try and scratch you with its back claws. The damage is going to be much different from its tentacle attack, but it's going to have the same attack roll. It can't see you because it's blinded, and it's grappled, so it has disadvantage as it sort of panics and scratches at you with its back legs, which
Can
will
it have
hit.
double disadvantage?
No, you cannot have double disadvantage, unfortunately.
It sucks.
It will scratch you with its back legs for 9 points of damage. Wow, that was actually a surprisingly good scratch.
That's ridiculous.
But it only gets one scratch attack, not its
Okay.
2 tentacles.
right.
And this one will... Oh, there's so many of you. It's problematic here. It's going to go after the monk. The monk should be easy. It's just an old man. He doesn't even have hair on his head. How difficult could he be? So it will whap at you with a 24 to hit for 12, and whap at you with a 19 to hit for 8.
Ouch. Okay.
This one is going
What
to try
are
and
the
get
conditions for these having advantage? Just by existing?
Yes, they are displaced. So unless it has been damaged in the last round, it is not where it looks like it is, and the attacks may look like it's coming straight for you, but it's really coming from the side.
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah. This one is going to have disadvantage attacks on the beetle on its back. 10 is going to miss, and 10 is going to miss. That beetle lives. This guy can't do jack, and that is the end of the monster's turn, which brings us to the player's turn.
I just realized I have ancestral protectors. I haven't really looked at it before.
Oh,
This
that
is
might
why
be
raging the
useful.
first creature you hit an attack on becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attacks. I don't think they do damage though.
That sounds incredibly useful. It sounds like you should read your fucking skills because that
Until
could
the
help
start
us
of your next
not
turn.
die.
But this thing hasn't hit anything. Anything I've hit hasn't hit anything else. Because it's been stunned. It's until the start of your next turn, that target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. When the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt. So it's
the
good.
fuck else can you do?
That's it.
That's the only thing. That's my one Houdini
Reading
trick.
is hard. Right, okay. I'm going
Hog.
to just hit with my great eye.
Hogs in chat.
Wait. He's still stunned, right? So I still have advantage?
Yes, you have advantage.
What?
21 will hit home.
13.
13 damage. It is wounded. It is below half hit points. Other players?
I'll take a shot at the same creature. All I really have are normal attacks at this point, so.
The one in the frog?
The one oh no, yeah, I guess the one in the frog. Fuck.
All right. 16 hits the hind side of the Displacer Beast, piercing its coccyx for 10. It spazzes. It's near to death. It's beginning to panic.
I have a big
I
technical
yell at
question.
Corin, move over by this Displacer Beast. I point to the one to my left.
I don't think I can. Or I
Wait.
mean, I can get like in front of it,
I have a big question.
like
This
that.
has never come up before.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Is this where you want me?
Where my arrow is where I want you.
Okay, I'm on the cliff near the beast. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Sliding
Okay.
down the edge of the cliff.
This has never come up before,
Mhm.
but once you have swallowed a creature, I think you can use your tongue to grapple and restrain another creature with another bite attack. It reads that
interesting.
way.
Swallowed target's mind. It has.
Unclog the frog. Unload the toad.
But I think your mouth is full.
Unbench the kench. No, the toad must be unloaded. Unload the toad.
I think that you have the Displacer Beast like partially in your gullet and partially in your mouth, and you're like, swallowing it more and more each round. I think that since you're both large-sized creatures, you probably can't fully swallow it enough to use your tongue on other people, but you can continue to make bite attacks against it at advantage.
Okay, so you're saying I can't bite and wrap my tongue around another one at the same time
Right,
because they're big. All right.
because they're big.
Okay. I will continue to eat this guy.
All right, give me a bite attack at advantage. Whew. 13 will almost kill it. It is sure to die to acid damage on your next turn, on its next turn.
Can you describe to me how he gets dissolved by the acid in the stomach of the frog when it comes to his
Slowly.
turn?
I mean, he's not going to like be turned to instant nothing right away, but imagine your face has been plunged into a hot, wet, goopy, dark area that burns, and it burns your eyes, and you open your mouth to gasp and get air, but there's no air to be gotten. Instead, you get a mouthful of bile, and it goes down your throat and into your lungs and begins to burn you from the inside out. Your ears have like little bits of sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid leaking into them, burning out your eardrums. All the hair on you begins to shrivel. Your skin begins to sort of melt and disfigure on you. It is a nasty fate.
Yikes.
This is my fetish.
Don't stop!
Don't stop.
Very uncomfortable right now.
From the front of this Displacer Beast, I whack my quarterstaff at its face. It's 12. No good.
12 is no good.
26. Because it hasn't been hit yet, right?
Right.
27 is crit, right?
Yeah,
Advantage
but
and disadvantage cancel for
Oh.
10 damage.
10 damage.
And
then
now it is
with my
visible.
last stunning strike. Roll a con.
13 and 3 is 16. It passes.
Bummer. And finally, I launch an unarmed strike. That's 13. Which... Oh, actually, that's...
No, it's 24. Yeah.
5.
You will hit for 5. Lovely.
Okay. After this series of attacks, I'm going to use my mobile feat to move away from it without provoking attacks. I'm gonna
Wait,
go
can you
up.
move in a position so I can have advantage again? Because this guy's not stunned anymore, right?
That's right. He will be unstunned at the end of this round.
Why no?
Oh,
I
well,
don't
if
think
it's at
I
the
can
end of
do
this
that.
round, then I'm fine.
Oh, have you not taken your turn yet this round?
No, I haven't.
All right then.
Also,
I would rather not, since I'm
yeah,
at
no,
6.
that's fine. Also, somebody's saying that Ancestral Protector is restricted in your campaign, but was it fine for this one? Because you were the one that suggested it.
Yeah, don't listen to those people. If you read something in chat, it's probably false.
Okay.
So let me know how this works. If
Excellent.
it attacks me, it has disadvantage. Is that right?
Yeah, it has disadvantage, and you have resistance against this attack.
Alright, well, I will take you up on that then. I'll position myself there.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna thwack it.
23 will hit.
Wait, why did I move out here again,
16.
Sean?
You gave me not disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. Is that the end of the player's turns? I believe
Wait,
so.
did it take the 14 damage?
Yeah.
It's still that strong?
16.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
16 damage, not 14.
All right. The leech beetle goes. It'll just blood drain right away
Suck him!
for 3, and then the displacer beasts go. This one in your mouth will take 3d6 acid damage.
Excellent. He's been fully sucked. On to the next
It's
one.
Really good beetles.
Yeah, man. They're doing well. Wait, what? What am I doing? Oh.
Roll the
oh.
acid damage.
Oh. Oh. I did.
Oh yeah, and it dies right away. And that leaves these other ones. This one becomes unstunned. This one is undisplaced. And the 3 remaining displacer beasts are looking around, realizing they haven't brought one of you down. 2 of them are already dead. One of them is badly wounded. This other guy's got a beetle on his back. Our monsters need to make a morale check here because this is not the ambush that they were hoping for. Ooh, that is terrible on their morale. The Displacer Beasts have seen better days, and they are done. This one is going to take the disengage action and run into the jungle over here. Oops. This one is just going to run away. And this one will just keep the beetle on its back and flee with the beetle.
So
He
that
He
one,
just has that beetle now.
that
his
one in the
friend.
top right is running away, but it's not out of range yet.
It is not out of range because it had to disengage. It had to carefully withdraw from you guys and get back there. And it is the PC's turn again.
All right, I want to throw a javelin at it.
Roll a hit. Roll an attack roll.
I want to use my inspiration to get advantage.
All
Wait,
right.
why? Why?
Yeah.
Why? I don't want my XP to get away.
I
No,
don't
we get
want-
XP anyway.
Go for it, Corn. Not Corn. Minsk.
Besides, we're just
Spoken
need Grub
like a
to tell
true-
another good joke.
Path of Exile player.
You throw your javelin. Your advantage with the inspiration and the disadvantage of the creature canceled. So
No.
your 10 will.
No, he's still being hit.
miss.
He was just recently hit.
Was he hit since his last turn?
Yeah.
No, because he
No, you're the
disengaged
first
on
one
his
to attack.
turn. Yeah, you're the first one to attack.
Oh, they regain that every time?
They regain it at the start
Pretty
of their
ridiculous.
turn. Mm-hmm. And yet you've managed to defeat them. So you hurl your javelin, it lands in the bushes near the creature. Minx growls in rage. Anyone else want to take an action, or are you content to let them flee?
No, I'll shoot.
There
one
we
arrow.
go.
I'm gonna move down here, shooting the guy in the top right. Fuck it. 14 to hit.
14 will do it.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's interesting.
9.
That's new. All right. It is no longer vanished. You can see its exact spot. It's at less than an eighth of HP.
Run up and thwack it. Can Giant Todd leap over that rock?
He's got a 20-foot leap, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That would be rock-sized.
That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna literally jump over that rock.
Well, you can jump 20 feet, so you can jump to the top of the rock, no problem.
But I want to jump on him.
Well, then you'll have to double move because he's 40 feet away and you can only move 20 feet and around.
But can he disengage twice, or does he have to give him an attack of opportunity next time he moves
He can
up?
disengage as a full action once around. And so
What about
he can
Zai?
do that.
Can he run up and thwack it?
If you want to.
Good. Zai looks really hesitant to do that.
Can do one-handed though?
He's waiting for the frog to move, and then he'll make his choice.
Yeah.
I can
Double jump up to him, then Zai gets advantage.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna Goomba leap. I'm gonna full-blown Super Mario this bitch, okay?
Alright.
And as a full action, I'm going to Goomba all the way on top of this guy, right on front of him.
That's a little more. You can only go up to 40, buddy.
Okay, look, and then just because I can't do anything else in terms of the rules
There
of
you go.
D&D, I'm just gonna stare at him.
Right. Here we go. You can get to that spot.
Alright. Go Zai,
Alright.
thwack our XP.
Yeah, I really hesitantly run to the space to the right of him, and then
It looks at you with sad eyes. It knows that it's near death. It has babies. It's just a natural creature trying to do its own to survive in this tough world.
Yes. Unfortunately, my party's a little bit more bloodthirsty than I am, so I'll give it the good old 3 attacks. That's,
Well,
The good old 1-2.
You kill it. The
Give him the
Displacer Beast
1-2.
dies. And we can step out of combat here.
Eat it, XP.
All right. Displacer Beast gone, finally.
Alright, let's find its kids.
wow.
Let's find its kids. I love it.
Well, in the aftermath of the battle, there's a slow trickle of rain that signals the oncoming rainstorm that you will probably having this afternoon, like you do in so many of the afternoons out here in the jungle. And why don't we take our first break right here, and when we come back, we will get back into adventuring and see where you guys are going. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empires of Arcadia. You
Hi.
stand in the carnage of your actions as the gentle rain begins to fall down around you.
I wonder, could we skin the Displacer Beasts and make some sort of light armor that displaces me?
Make it out of them?
Yeah.
Well, the magical properties of displacement are sort of innate to the creature, not just its hide. If you were to make some sort of displacement armor, or really what you could make is a displacement cloak, it can be done, but you're going to need some powerful magics to do it. You're going to need like at least a 14th level caster in order to make a permanent magical item.
Didn't we
exist
just
in
so
your
happen
world?
to make friends with a really powerful group of wizards in the southwest part of this region?
I think we should skin them, or at least enough for like whoever wants
We should
that.
definitely skin them. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Can I get inspiration for that?
Devin can.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I need a good like limerick or a joke or something, Devin, because I'm not inspired anymore.
Okay. I'll work on it.
So where
fuck is
are
on my
we going
glass?
now?
Yeah, what the hell are we doing, guys? I'm still in 2019, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Have we completed? Are we? Well, first of all, short rest. Yeah.
Don't we have like a quest? What are we doing?
Many
We
quests.
are going back to the dwarves because we want to pick up the gear that they're making for us. They're making like armor, an axe. I should be like stupidly OP after this.
Where are we coming from?
We were coming from Riki.
Am I crazy? Were we doing something in like a forest to do a plan to kill a creature to get like a legendary axe to unite the dwarves?
So
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
So we did have a plan to go to Portheus.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, and we did some like crazy thing where we scried out where it is, right?
Yes.
And we determined if I turn into a bird and fly in a certain direction, I can find it or some bullshit.
Yes.
We thought about that, but then we thought it would be better to create a giant catapult and catapult you across the swamp.
Yes.
I think that would have been better.
But then we figured out that it'd be really hard to bring a catapult all the way to the swamp, right?
We have dwarves. We'd constructed there.
Wait. But then we decided not to go there because there were things that were scarier than whatchamacallits, the things that ate us
Dinosaurs.
before.
And scarier than, yeah.
The troglodyte.
Right.
Yeah, I can't fully remember what we decided. We do have the option of going to Bastion
Wait,
as well.
Koibu, do you even know what's going on?
Yeah, totally.
Is our position right now? Ricky?
Alright.
Or where are we on the map?
Right now we are one grade off the dwarves.
Okay.
So, like, first let's just go there and, like, something might happen anyway. So let's go to the dwarves, gear up, and do at least a short rest, get some key back.
Okay.
All right.
So for the audience who definitely doesn't know what's going on, because if I don't know what's going on, the audience 100% doesn't know what's going on. We are on a quest, right? To ultimately, there was this old hammer, I think, or axe that was left behind by a dwarven king in a swamp. And so this is a leadership / like united base campaign where we're trying to unite the island. And one of the races we have to unite is the dwarves. And so we also had a quest to bring back the golden pages to the wizard cities too, right?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay, good. So we are going between doing the golden pages for the wizards and the hammer for the dwarves. And then we're also trying to unite like a bunch of people at once. And I think what we're trying to do now is go back to the dwarves who we met, and we had to make a decision to side with the orcs or the dwarves. And we sided with the dwarves because they had better shit.
Yeah. We need to find the Arcanstone as well.
Right. Right, the Arcanstone. So then we chopped the head off the orc that was our friend because we wanted better loot. And then we became friends with the dwarves, and that's where we are right now.
I wrestled with them and
so
everything.
The two tribes that we're kind of in between right now is we have the wizards that want us to collect a fuck ton of pages, which is a lot of work. Like I think it was like 9 pages or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think they were willing to start being friendly after 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, start being friendly early. And then the dwarves apparently have the ability to unite all the dwarf kingdoms with that hammer.
Yeah,
and
that sounds super useful with the caves.
Yeah, the caves with a big advantage to that is the ability to travel between places with much easier.
Without encountering fucking death things.
But then the dwarf hammer is supposed to be protected by a very, very, very crazy monster.
You said what the monster was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a deep spawn.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I wouldn't mind playing that live to win song and just grinding for 2 episodes and getting higher level and then being strong enough to fight everything. But we can go straight to Portheus as well.
Straight up play the Rocky theme music and grind for the next fucking 3 campaigns. Go to level 20 and then
So I
just wish for everything to be united.
The grind part, but the grinding is there are smaller goals we can go for, which would be uniting the smaller towns as well. So we have the main thing from Yaka where we want to visit all the towns. And that's probably the easier one because there's happy little halflings up there in Bastion.
I kind of like the idea because there's a cave network taking us almost straight to Bastion. So I kind of like the idea of going to Bastion first, seeing if there's sort of anything we can do on the way there to like obviously the beefier and stuff we get before we have to go to Portheus, the better. So maybe I do Portheus as the second thing, not go straight there.
My time in Portheus.
When we say Portheus, what are we doing in Portheus?
Portheus
that's where we get the hammer
monster.
and fight
okay,
the
that's the name of the... Okay, yeah, just making sure.
The deep guy.
Yeah, so like what Trump said, like the easiest thing we could probably do is if we go after... Because we got a heads up, I think, on the location of a few of those wizard pages. We could just stick to the small stuff of like liberating small villages or uniting small villages as we gather pages.
What do the pages get us?
Every time we turn a page to a wizard, they hopefully give us some good ass shit.
All right,
They
cool.
give us a magic item.
And they're books, not just pages. They're full spell books, chisels into bronze.
Oh, okay.
Can we also read the spell books before we give them back?
None of us
You could
are-
try, but they're not going to be useful for you.
Cool.
Nobody can read here.
Yeah, you guys are all
My
illiterate.
hamster can read. I just
My goblin is a 660 IQ theoretical physicist.
So.
Oh, so you belong with Minsk then?
Yes.
Okay. I
Praise
think
the
we all
sun.
agree that we should have to go to the dwarves first, though. So let's roll up into the mountain.
Did we all agree on that?
We're one frame away from them, and they have equipment for us.
All right.
Wait, I think only you agreed with that.
Yeah, I did too, but okay. He really wants the loot.
But that's where we were going.
Yeah.
That was the entire point of traveling here.
No, I mean, yes, we were going to the dwarf fair. We're literally one space away.
Yeah, that's
And
what
now
I'm
we're-
saying.
Let's just go to the doors. We need to rest anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the plan.
Yeah,
You
that was the plan.
make it back to the dwarven outpost. And they will shelter you and feed you when you arrive, because I do believe you had some prior work done with them. You had given them some money, and they were going to produce something for you. What were they making for you?
They were making a super powerful magic axe, and they were making armor that is actually going to give me more than 14 AC. And
Well, when you say super powerful magical axe, what really is it? Because that's hyperbole.
A +5
I think it is a
Vorpal
great
Axe of
axe with
Slain.
plus 17 of Warple.
Great axe plus 17 of Vorpal. Wow.
Of Vorpal. Not a Vorpal Axe, but an of Vorpal Axe.
Mm-hmm.
It's of the essence of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have to roll for like being ambushed when we were skinning the Displacer Beasts, or were you just like, no, that's fine?
So I'm pretty sure that
I took care of it.
it was, we had dragon scale armor, did we not? Green dragon, scale armor.
scales. Yeah, right.
And we were going to make light armor for, I think it was Destiny's character
And mine.
and yours.
Oh, sorry. Just
And-
before we forget, can I write down the like Displacer Beast stuff? How many skins and how much do they weigh?
Well, you can get up to 5 skins. How many would you like to take?
5?
Let's see. How much does a lion skin weigh? Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the weight of a lion skin. What about the weight of a small black bear? That'll probably be in the right area if it's a small one.
Measure everything in number of goblins. That's what I do.
Displayed Beast skin.
I'd say 5 Displacer Beast skins are probably about 1.3 gobos. Everything in grubs.
Bearskinrugs.com. Excellent.
Awesome.
Black bear rugs. We'll get the smallest one and get the weight of it. $2,000 for a black bear skin rug. That's a lot.
Ooh, I should get one. Would make my gaming room look more dignified, sophisticated.
Mhm. Certainly.
Do you live in like your own house, Trump?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good talk. I feel much closer to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad you're not here. We play board games every
So-
week.
Koibu.
That's awesome. That'd be sweet.
Koibu, even though they're dead, they're still phasing, right?
Nope. Once they
Oh.
die, they no longer phase. I can't get a proper weight for these things, so does anyone have any personal experience with dead animal carcasses that they want to share?
When I was younger, I used
Okay.
to raise bears.
I
you?
googled
Wow.
bearskin
No.
rug weight, and it says 1.5 pounds.
That's a lie.
That's what it says.
1.5
Probably not
pounds
real
is like
bear.
a couple of apples.
The standard bearskin of the British foot guards is 18 inches tall and weighs 1.5 pound and is made of fur from the Canadian black bear.
Oh, that's just the hat. That's the
Oh.
hat.
While you're skinning these, though, I will. I'll step in and ask you. I do not think there is much profit in these skins. Why are you doing this?
Oh,
Wait, that's how everybody trades in this place. They trade with like skins and stuff and not coins. If we just bring these back to the dwarves, they'll think they're worth shit. Yeah.
I suppose. Oh, and we only have
good talk.
Now that I think about it, we killed 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so 3 then. Should we just say that they weigh like, I don't know, like 8 each? 10?
They're probably on the order of 10 to 15 pounds for the skins. Once they're like dried and treated, you can probably get them the weight down. But when you've still got like, more flesh attached.
Okay, I googled it. Black bear pelts can be between 21 and 27 kilograms.
That's a shitload.
21 and 27 kilograms?
Yeah.
That is a lot. That's like a 45-pound rug.
That's like 1 grub.
That can't be right.
Can't be right.
That wouldn't be a small bear, though.
Yeah, that's roughly 40 to 50 pounds. Which doesn't surprise me.
Bears are fucking huge, guys, right?
Yeah, well, black bears aren't that big. Black bears can be pretty small.
Like
and these creatures are going to have probably thinner hides. Let's just take half of that weight. Let's call it 20 pounds per hide.
Okay. Can I carry 83? I can't remember how to calculate my weight.
Well, let's add some crap to your character sheet and see how it works.
Oh, but I don't think I'm carrying plate thingy anymore.
That's right. It's got a 0 on your...
Did you literally name that plate thingy?
Yeah, I think we give that to the...
I see you're a man of culture as well.
I think we give that
like
to the dwarves.
Yeah, but you're not carrying it anymore. It's off. There's a 0, so it's gone now. So it's still... You're still heavily encumbered.
Wait, but now it's
really
on there twice. Also, there was only 3.
Oh, there were... Oh, right. You only got 3. Perfect. That's fine. That's great. You can totally carry that.
Awesome.
Also, could you... I don't know if you remember this, but someone probably remembers it. How many gemstones do we have left? Didn't take all of it, right?
I have exactly how many.
Okay.
Yeah. We have 9 grub dark green jade coins left, 70 gold grub coins, 30 silver grub coins.
And any gems?
The gems are the dark green jade things. We don't know why they're so expensive, but every time we gave one away, it seemed like they were super valuable.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have 9 of those left. Also, I have a 1 ugly stone, but I'm pretty sure that's not worth anything. Koibu just let me pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, I can't remember if you already decided on how good the axe was going to be. But
I think you just you were going to get a regular axe because you can't really get the axes elsewhere because you don't have metalworking elsewhere. So you can get like sticks and stuff, but you were going to get like a nice, well-crafted, non-magical, great axe.
I thought it was going to be like a very, very nice one.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's good quality. Fine craftsmanship.
I have a question. I've always wondered this about 5e. Why is it that like you can't really get like a better axe? Like whether you get a great axe from like a dwarf or just like a random shop or like you put a stick together and a rock on it, it doesn't do different damage.
Yeah. And?
It should do better. Like there are different qualities of weapons, but those are ignored in 5e.
Yeah, but I think usually like different quality of weapon doesn't necessarily translate to higher damage output. Like,
but then
if I have if I have a short sword and it's like a 2-foot blade and it's 3 inches wide and I stab you with it, that's one thing. And if I make that short sword better and I run you through with it, I'm still going to run you through just the same. Like maybe I can get past your armor a little bit better, but really you're just making the quality of the weapon the same. But what's image is going to be
that sounds like +1.
Yeah, I would say that this could be a masterwork weapon.
Hit. Maybe you might be able to get a bonus to hit in some situations, but D&D works in a weird works off the D20. So any +1 to hit is a +5% chance to hit someone. And then, so that's like saying if you get a +1 to hit because of a good weapon, that's the equivalent of gaining 4 levels. Because you get a +1 to hit every 4 or 5 levels, right? So in 5th edition, a +1 to hit is actually a huge thing. Like the realm of how high you can roll is actually quite cramped down in 5e.
Right, but this is something we worked pretty hard for too. This isn't something we've just like picked up a random weapon.
Yeah, but 4 levels is like insane. That's actually that's like
a
fucking
+1 to
crazy.
hit is like a really big thing. It's either a +1 to hit or a +2 to your stats to get a +1. So that's quite a lot. That's why +1 weapons are magical usually. In
Or
some
masterwork,
situations,
right?
you might be able to. It depends on the system, the edition, the world, all sorts of stuff. Some systems have masterwork things.
Your axe is really good, and everyone will be in all of your axe because that doesn't really exist on this island.
Yeah, you're gonna get like RP out of it, and also in a situation where maybe your gear might get damaged, your axe will probably be fine. Rather than right now, you've got like a stone axe that it gets damaged frequently, and you have to like constantly repair it and like chip away at it, and it gets a little smaller, and you might have to replace it from time to time. You'll have a nice steel axe that you don't have to ever worry about getting too fucked up.
Can I gamble with you for it?
Give me your wager.
No, like, can I like make like if I make a crazy roll, can it be better?
Okay, but then what if you make a poor roll? What are you gonna lose?
Ooh.
Shit, what was that Witcher thing? Something I don't have yet. I can't remember what it was called.
What if if you roll well, you get a +1 axe. If you roll poorly, you lose 10 HP permanently.
I think 10 is a bit insane. I'll do 5. How about that?
Well, wait, we have to make it like fit with the world. So like, it's like if you, it's based on how the dwarfs actually craft the axe, isn't it?
What is based?
Well, we're talking about the dwarves are right now making an axe.
Yeah.
So what they present to him, it would have to do with that, right? Like it wouldn't make sense for him to lose hit points.
Wait.
Oh,
No, okay,
I
wait.
can work it into the system.
No,
Like, he could be
I have a better
testing
idea.
the new axe and like chop some of his toes off, and we can have him lose 5 HP permanently.
I think you like my suggestion. So how about, right? If I roll low, whatever we decide low is considered, then every time I hit like between 1 and 3 on a roll, I lose 5 HP.
I just want to lower your maximum permanently. I want it to be something you really feel.
Why would you
is
do
pretty
this,
big
Ziz?
feel. I love gambling. -5 is pretty fair. That's a lot.
Okay. All right. Well, this will be a +1 to hit axe, or you'll lose 5 HP permanently. Like when you get to play with it, you accidentally like whack yourself and your foot heals improperly or something. So let's give it a range. We're gonna roll you a D20.
1 to 9.
A 1 to 7 will be you lose the 5 HP, and 8 to 13 is it's just a really nice axe with nothing else.
No,
and then a
that's really
14
unfair.
plus is that's an even distribution, and then
Okay.
14 plus is the +1 axe.
And
Oh, Minx. All right, you guys show up to the dwarves. They present you with your dragon scale armor and this beautiful axe, and immediately Minx starts swinging it around, playing with it, gets
I have 40
distracted by
left
Boom
now.
on his shoulder for a moment, and then the axe swings around and cracks him in the hip, fracturing the hip and digging deep into his body.
You bricked your item, dude. You vaulted it.
Well,
I have 40 left now.
That's cool.
The
a minor
dwarves-
setback.
A
the dwarves
minor
are somewhat
setback.
concerned, but they
The dwarves are
they see that you're okay, and they don't say anything about it. And they will also present you with your green dragon scale armor. And who wanted the green dragon scale?
I think there were 2 of us.
I thought Grub gets it too.
I think it's for Steven and Grub.
No,
Steven and
it's
Devin.
Steven and Ziz and Grub.
Yeah, we made it for everyone that could use it.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 3. All right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
excellent. So, green dragon scale armor.
Chat wants Ziz to gamble for the armor too.
Ziz.
Oh, I think it's actually just for Ziz and Devin. I think.
Wait, no, Steven definitely got it for sure.
I think it would have ended up not actually being that much better for him, and he would get
Oh no,
disadvantage
because
on
of the
spells.
yeah, because my dex modifier or something is added to my armor if I use like light armor or something, and if we do
Yeah.
medium or heavy, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have
Oh,
the
really?
exact same AC.
Okay, but it's medium armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my AC goes up, right?
Yeah. I will throw it onto your character sheet.
With the medium armor and the little shield that I have, can you look at my AC? Because I think my AC is actually maybe higher.
All right, Grub. We're going to give you scale mail. Traveler's clothes. Oh wow, you are encumbered, Grub. Maybe you shouldn't wear this.
How
Your
is
strength
this
is
45
you only have 8
pounds?
strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not
Grubby.
the size, it's how you use it.
How much AC
Grubby.
is this armor?
14 plus up to 2 from your dexterity.
Okay.
So this will bring your AC to 18, Grub, but you're gonna have to ditch some of your other gear. You're gonna have to like get rid of your rope and your backpack and your blankets. You're gonna have to like drop all your crap, probably.
Well, what would I have to? I don't even think there is it really 45 pounds for a grub-sized armor?
Unfortunately, all armors weigh the same regardless of your size because your strength is sort of not relative either. Like a halfling could have the same strength as an orc easily, right? So since all strengths are the same, all weights are the same. Otherwise, we have to start like changing the scales for different sized creatures, and it's a nightmare.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm fucked. I can't, even if I did get rid of all my stuff, I think I'd still be uncovered, right? Like if I got rid of my,
Wait, is
My
dragon scales
robe.
lighter than normal scale though?
Oh, it's dwarven's craftsmanship. So why don't we drop the weights down to 35 because it's nice, strong dragon scales with excellent dwarven craftsmanship. So everything's a little bit thinner than you might have with a human or someone else's work.
I mean, even if I get rid of like all my stuff, I can't do anything.
So Grub puts on the armor and it's just like too heavy for him.
Wait, really?
sorry,
How
it's
little can you
20.
carry?
I'm a shitty goblin, dude. How am I? Yeah, I'm still encumbered at 44. That's a real meme?
Yeah, you got to go down to 40, 5 times your strength score.
God, that's bad. Yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can like carry it. We could leave it with the dwarves, or I can carry it or something.
Yeah, we'll trade it later. We have an extra pair of dragon scale mail. So what is my AC without the dragon scale mail, but with a shield? It's 16, right?
15
With a wooden shield?
shield and dex is 15. Yeah.
God, 18 AC would be so good, but nope, nothing I can do.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
It's very sad.
But Minsk has good armor now and is slightly encumbered. What are you gonna do with these Displacer Beast skins? You're gonna have to drop those if you don't want to be encumbered anymore.
Yeah.
Can we ask the dwarves to trade?
What would you like for them?
Can they sharpen my axe? No, I honestly don't know.
Why don't we hold
They
them
should
on
allow
to you?
him
You can,
access. They should allow him access to a forge where he can sharpen the axe, but the forge is incredibly dangerous, so the dwarves are unwilling to use it. If he messes up with the forge, the axe can bounce back and do 7 permanent damage of health.
You know, I would take that gamble because I love gambling.
Could you remind me how much you were charging for tunnel access?
Well, we'd happily take this pile of skins to take you down the end of the tunnel and back.
Right. How much was it without the skins?
We want a ticket. Like Disneyland.
Well, what do you got? I mean,
we want
we
a
don't
fast
have
pass.
unified currency.
Here. And
This is
We
the
have
problem with
coins.
the barter system: is you don't have unified currencies and prices. You got
What we can do is we can trade the Displacer skins for some
Wait.
gems, so they're
No,
easier
no,
to
no, no,
carry.
no. People are saying we already paid for that.
Already paid for it. Oh,
No,
yeah, we
you
did.
trip?
We did.
You paid for a trip?
We paid for the tunnels. That's true. In the last episode.
Yes.
That was part of
I'm not sure
part of the
about that.
deal.
What? Part of the grand deal?
But what did we pay for? What we didn't pay. We didn't get permanent access. I remember we got only one trip somewhere.
Yeah, we got the skins and we got the armor and we got the weapon. I think that was it.
No, we paid for a trip to somewhere, and that was because our jewels, the jewels we have, those dark green jade jewels, are super valuable. The gems
We talked about this already. Corn and Grub are going to get studded leather armor. That's what you guys were going to do for your buffs.
But mine's too heavy.
Oh.
Studded leather is not scale mail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Grubby,
because you
grubby.
talked about making studs or whatever from the dragon stuff.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
going to have
so-
dragons. You're going to have a studded leather dragon stuffs.
Okay, so then what happens? So what? How much does that weigh?
I'm trying to do it, but it's accidentally putting it on Minx's sheet. Here we go. That's twice accidentally.
Yeah,
that
I
will
can
bring
make
your
that work.
AC up to 17. There.
Okay, that's Pog. Thanks, man.
Boom. Okay, and Corin, did you also want scale? Yeah, you were gonna get some studded armor instead of just leather armor.
Yeah.
And then
Was that like a +1 to AC or whatever, or from what I read?
Yeah. There you go. So your AC goes up by 1. Grub's AC goes up by 2. Minx's AC goes up by, I believe, 2. And Zai stays the same because he does not need armor.
He is armor.
It would only weigh me down.
Right.
Do the dwarves know any way of crafting stuff with the Displacer Beast skins?
We could just make nice things. Nothing magical.
I think we just give it to them as a gift for goodwill.
No, that's hella dumb. What we should do is we
Right.
should trade them for gems, and then we have gems that are less to carry.
True.
Yes. Is
Yeah.
your unified currency basically gems? How do you conduct business internally?
Oh, internally. Well, and he begins to launch into this economic plan proposed by the current Dwarven Thane that revolves around using these various old coins as currency. But the problem is that they've recently found some gold and silver mines, and there have been people making new coins and minting them, screwing with the inflation rate. And it's kind of tossed Dwarven society into problem. And so this new Thane that has just come into power has offered a system of no more coin currency until that the metals issue can be resolved. We're going to sort of work on a bit of a barter honor system here where everyone supplies a certain amount of work and gives a certain amount of work, but then there's also certain non-coin valuables that it's a complicated 13-point plan that is still being hotly debated amongst the dwarves. And maybe Dwarven society isn't all as cracked up to be that you can see from the outside. They have some serious internal strife happening.
Well, sounds like you've got a very interesting system that highly interests me. But what I can do is offer you 1 Displacer Beast hide for access to the tunnels.
And is there any way
One
that they
Displacer
could
Beast
make...
for one person, then, yeah? There and back? Because the gems that you were offering earlier would be a trade up and down.
Well,
1 gem for the
I
whole
kind of
lot
want
of
a
you.
cloak.
we can't get a quote. We got to go to
No,
a
no,
fucking
no,
super mage.
no. I don't mean a
This is
special one.
basically Fashion souls.
Yeah,
right?
I literally mean I want a fashion cloak.
Oh,
Absolutely. You give us 2 cloaks, we'll take 1, give you 1 back, 2 skins, we'll take 1, give you the other 1 fashioned into a fabulous cloak.
It's blue, right?
Yeah, dark blue, deep blue.
Oh, I need one.
Wait,
Okay,
so
but-
we could do that, or we could get access to the tunnels.
Or we could get a bunch of gems so we have something to trade later to someone else that we meet. Because remember, this is an empire building game, so we're the more stuff that we have to barter with, the stronger we. It's really our currency outside of our combat power.
Yes, no cloaks. We'll do the hides for the travel.
But we don't have
Excellent.
enough. It's 1 per person. We're 4.
But we get a mass discount.
Mass discount. 3 skins, and we'll take all 4 of you up and down once.
Where are we going? Why do we want to go in the tunnel in the first place?
We want to go to Bastion.
Yeah.
What's Bastion?
It's a hobbit
It's
town.
the halfling village that we want to unify.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal. Yeah.
All right. I really
So we
want
avoid a
cloak, though.
potential TPK in exchange for
Yes.
Yeah.
It's worth. Okay,
Hella
but
worth
I'll look for a cloak somewhere else. Need one for Boo as well.
a tiny hamster cloak.
Well, I mean, if you want, you can trade them for the cloak.
Hell
Since they
no.
have skins now.
I don't have anything else. So what do the new axe I have? Somebody wrote something about steel has advantage against bone and something.
What?
Somebody wrote like in something and hamsters that steel axes have advantage.
Don't read
against...
chat. They're lying to you. They're lying to you every single time, man.
Okay. So my axe is just fancy. It doesn't do anything different.
It is well made, pretty to look at, and you will be the envy of all. And
Okay.
maybe the preferred target for certain civilized creatures, like an orc, might see you wielding that axe and know that if he kills you, he gets your axe and might, pick you as the go-to target because
Well,
of your
that's good.
magnificence.
It's like an axe of aggro.
Yeah, taunt axe.
This is the shittiest deal in the history of trade deals, dude. You lost 5 HP permanently, and you've got an axe that everyone wants to kill you for.
I wonder if
Okay,
Koibu will let me do
this
double or nothing.
This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
I mean, like if it's actually like a rare axe, and like if stuff isn't forged of that caliber, I mean, you could use it in the future, either by telling someone it's some rare artifact. You could lie to somebody about it and offer to trade it and claim that it's something it's not really, or you can show yourself as having like the ability to procure more of that type of weapon, which might make somebody more allegiant to you. Like, hey, we can get good forged weapons.
That's true. I like
to
that.
get a city to follow you. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. If an item is rare, then there's stuff you can do with it.
Mhm.
How did you get that brain, Destiny?
Well, debating all sorts of people, I guess.
Well,
about
axes
about
all
the
have
quality of
numbers.
axes?
So wait,
happened?
would you let me double or nothing?
No.
Damn it.
All right.
Okay, so it sounds like a plan. We traded the skins to be able to go to the halfling place. Now we're gonna go talk to the halfling dudes.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are going to travel to the halflings. The dwarves will take you through their tunnels, which are extremely dark. Grub, as the only non-human here, do you have infravision?
Yes.
All right.
But except we call it goblin vision.
Right, you got Gobbo vision.
It's
So
2019.
you can actually see where you guys are walking fairly easily. There's these little bits of lichen or moss or glowing toadstools from place to place that shed just enough light that those with infravision, goblin vision, dwarven vision, can use to see. Everyone else might just see like a soft glow here, a soft glow there, but is more or less in darkness. And these dwarves will lead you for 3 days, 3.5 days through the darkness, through these tunnels. And only the little Gobbo can see the little passages that lead off here, that go over there. A small group of dwarves standing by, watching the 4 of you with your escorts walk down, heads cocked curiously at the goblins coming through their tunnels that they've never seen goblins in these tunnels before. Goblins aren't usually here, but you're in good company, so...
Hey, dwarves. Hey,
Yeah? Says one of them.
what is an orc's favorite music?
The sound of crunching bones.
The orchestra.
If you didn't already have advantage, take it.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
I meant
Nailed
just
it.
grub.
Oh,
Just grub.
but don't I feel inspired?
Inspired.
Sure, it's such a good one you can feel inspired.
Thank
That's
you. I
fine.
was
That
very happy with that one.
That was really good.
Devin is a bard at heart.
So 3.5, 4 days later, you emerge on the northern edge of the mountain range.
Okay, quick, wait. One sec. So does each short day you get 1 hit die? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna spend all my hit dice and probably have 3 of them.
Perfect.
We've done 1 short rest since our last fight, basically.
By the end of the time you get out of this tunnel, you will have done 4 short rests.
At least it's easier for me to heal up to full now.
We had 1 short rest.
You will have had 4 short rests by the time you exit the tunnel.
Oh shit! Wait, does that count as a long rest?
Nope.
Can we make it?
Nope.
Really?
So, does not credit you for long rest. Is that right?
I'm sorry, I missed the start of that.
Safety.
You would need like a week of downtime in a safe place. A very safe place where you can fully let your guard down and do literally nothing for a week and just like rest and recuperate.
Is walking down a tunnel and not expecting any attacks count as that?
No, because you're still straining any tears because you're hiking. I mean, it might be like flat, straight distance, but you're still like force marching 25 miles in a day. It's strenuous.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. You emerge on the other side some days later. The dwarves tell you that there's a slight river that you'll be right next to that you're going to have to cross. And then you just head northward and you'll reach the coast and you'll find Bastion. It's right between the coast and a mountain. And because you have your map, you can see all of this quite easily.
I'll ask the dwarves here, have any of you ever been to Bastion?
Of course I have. It's the only place you can get wheat and hops and barley.
I asked them if there is like a safer or less, if there is a difference in paths to take to get there safer, so we know like if there's like any path like on the way there that would be considered less safe.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're not taking the tunnels, there's the ocean route where you got to go through the swamp, and then there's the canyon route. Neither of them are particularly safe. The canyon might be safer, but only just barely. There's the longer route. You go around the next mountain range over. That'll do you. That's a little safer than the canyon or the swamp, but it's much longer.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go canyon or?
Well, you paid for a trip both ways through the dwarven tunnels.
Oh.
Is the swamp the Portheus area?
Aye.
And the canyon.
No. What I was talking about was
Right.
literally from this mountain range to Bastion.
Oh, well, no, it's a straight shot.
Okay.
There ain't no safer way.
We skipped a lot of shitty encounters.
You skipped a huge amount of shitty encounters. This canyon here is, as the dwarves will have told you, filled with nasty creatures, and more importantly, there is a group of orcs that live in that canyon that will block passage one way or the other. They've got some, maybe not fortifications, but patrols set up, and it's not going to be like your random orc patrol in the woods. It's going to be the like orcish encampment in that canyon.
I was more looking for if there was like an advantage.
Would you say
like left tile or right tile?
Would you say that they're well orchestrated?
You're on thin ice, Devin.
Okay. Good.
All right. It is 4 hexes to Bastion. So why don't someone give us a movement roll?
It's roll 20, right?
Roll a d20.
I'll do your first one. Now I get it.
Beautiful. All right. You can go ahead and move yourself 2 hexes. Where would you like to go? Wonderful. Okay, and you're going to cross the river. So let me just make a quick roll over here for the river crossing. And it's fine. Okay. And the next day, somebody else give me a movement roll.
There you go. 18.
Perfect. You arrive in Bastion. You see it from a distance here. The jungle gives way to sort of a bamboo forest, which is cut at this point. And you can see this like downward slope all the way out to the ocean, where there are terraced farms filled with all sorts of crops that you've never seen before. Tall shocks of wheat, corn growing well overhead, There are pastures with cows and pigs grazing, domesticated animals that you have not seen probably ever because you can't raise cows or pigs in the jungle particularly well. You guys get like chickens, maybe. You can do that. And you also see a whole bunch of halflings kind of poking their heads out from whatever they were doing, looking at you. You see a whole canal system of little trenches, of little waterways that are used for irrigation, but you also see that some of these plots of land are like raised up a little bit above the ground and sort of leak water down into these canals to help it drain. The halflings that you can see are armed. They've got studded leather, and they've got slings and small little weapons, but they don't seem too threatened by you.
Do they have some sort of gate, or is it just open?
It's just open fields.
We just killed the entire town.
You can see that there are some sort of like ruined walls that probably once stood and have since been destroyed. It looks like from the outside they're like knocked in towards the halfling land, and some of them are scorched and burned.
Oh, does that look semi-recent?
Looks old.
Aren't you our official greeter guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Real quick, when you say those walls look scorched or burned, would we be able to tell the difference between like man-made fire versus like a dragon breath kind of fire? Is that something we would be able to like readily see, or it's burned?
Perception
Burned is
check.
Burned, but like dragon fire probably wouldn't have left anything behind.
Okay.
Sai, are you gonna speak?
Hello, friends, I say as I walk up to... I just walk up the road until someone talks to me.
One of the bravest halflings steps forward. He stands maybe hip height. He's got a short little spear and a sling and a pocket full of rocks and some leather armor. And he looks up at you and goes, "Hello."
We come all the way from Yaka to visit your town.
He gives you a deep bow. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Bastion. One of the few free cities left on this island. What brings you so far? What goods do you seek?
Well, I look around and I see that you have all sorts of excellent goods.
Yes.
So, actually, I do some thinking. What does Yaka have to offer? What are our unique capabilities?
You can fight off other monsters and survive. You have a military might. You have the will to do things. You are a pluralistic society with a lot of different people from different places and capabilities. You don't actually have anything in the way of exports. You guys are just like barely self-sufficient.
Because we asked this question before and I took notes on it, and we did this so that we could establish trade routes. We have Yaka's best resources, food.
Yeah.
Remember you said that before, and we can export a lot of food that people like, and we also we're the information center of the city of the place. And
yeah. Right, but this is a farming community, so they don't need your food.
Right. On a glance around, would I assess that Bastion's food capabilities are higher than Yaka's?
They look entirely agrarian, and you guys are mixed agrarian and martial.
Maybe they want different food?
Maybe.
They're halflings, don't they like...
How do they defend themselves?
Yeah, I was just looking around.
For the halflings.
Well, we're here on a mission to unite this entire island of Arcadia.
Oh!
If you have some sort of... do you have a mayor, a governor? I do not know how you run your town.
We have a governor, yes. Technically.
Well, just your leader, then.
Of course, come this way. And the halfling will lead you down the road. And with that, why don't we take our second break of the night? And when we come back, you will meet the halfling governor and explore the halfling town.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's do it. You walk through the halfling town. You see tall fields and surprisingly happy little people all over the place. They're just sort of chilling and doing their thing. And you get brought to the center of their town. Down towards the beach, there are larger buildings. There's actually like a structure here. It's the southern stuff away from the ocean. That's where most of the fields and crops are. And you get brought into this little tiny, quaint town. Most of the buildings are grub-sized or smaller.
Perfect.
And what do we call him? The governor is going to have to come out and meet you in the streets because Minsk himself is just too big to fit in the proper town hall of this little halfling village.
Please say the mayor's called Bilbo.
Bilbo Proudfoot.
Please.
I love how in your music there's like a dude like going hard on the kazoo in the background. This is like it's just putting it all out there.
All right, the governor of the Halfling Town.
Why'd
We're
people
gonna
have
need a name
to
for him? His name is gonna be Muse.
Damn it.
Muse Baggins.
Sure, Muse Baggins.
Nice.
Got it. We're halfway there.
Halfway there, halflings. I like it.
Muse
you got it.
is an old man. He walks with a crooked cane. He's got this long beard. He's got these deep set wrinkles, these very soft, pale blue eyes that look like they've been gazing out at the sea for 100 years or so. And as he hobbles out, he tries to look up at you, and it's a little difficult, so he has to hobble back and then look up and says, "Oh, hello there, travelers. Welcome to Bastion.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
not
just-
bringing any trouble, are you?"
No, of course not. And I take a seat on the road. Do I have
My
a
name-
basic knowledge of how long halflings live?
A little bit longer than humans. 25% longer.
Hello, I am Zai. These are my friends at Point Grub, Korin, and Minsk. We hail from Yaka and
Yes.
Yuma.
And my hamster. Boo!
Hello, Boo.
Boo says hi.
How are you?
They
Can other people
in
communicate with the
hamster,
hamster?
It's kind of like The Simpsons and like the baby. It's unclear.
Munis, have you lived here in Bastion your whole life?
Excuse me?
Have you lived here your whole life?
Oh, yes.
And how many generations have lived here before you, if you know?
This is a question we have debated for some time. It's hard to remember. Oral tradition is good, but it only really goes back a few hundred years. Once you get to the 400-year, 500-year point, it all starts to fade. We have a few people, a few chosen ones that are bred from birth to learn the oral tradition and pass it down from generation to generation. Although the, what do you call it? The techniques to remember all of the history of our people are quite difficult. And if you ask a question, it might take an hour or so to get to the answer because it must be resuscitated in full. But
I feel out the temperature here. Is it different from the forest? Could paper survive here?
nope, it is hot and moist here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yaka,
Wow. How
What
have your people survived for so long without a wall or some sort of fortification?
we used to try. But the orcs would knock it down, and then we'd rebuild it, and they'd knock it down again. And we'd rebuild it and leave some supplies on the outside, but they'd take them and knock it down again. And, that kind of worked. They wanted, whenever the orcs would come, they'd come to steal our stuff, and we'd just leave stuff for them to take. And they would do a little damage, and we've come to an agreement, an unspoken agreement, that we put our unimportant things close to the border, and they come in and destroy whatever they want and take whatever they want, and then leave us. And if we leave enough foodstuffs close enough to them, they leave us alone, sort of.
Would you not
We just
like
have
to
to-
be free from the orcs?
Oh, we would love to. Giving up so much of our food, having to build bridges and storehouses and walls over and over again, it's a huge pain.
Well,
Are
it
you
seems like the-
here to kill the orcs?
Something to offer each other then. You have a supply of wonderful food. We have the might of Yaka behind us.
Is the might of Yaka something to be noteworthy of these days?
Very
Why?
noteworthy. We even killed a big green dragon thing.
Ooh, that's quite powerful.
Yeah.
I wonder
Oh.
if we could convince the dwarves that we know to move close to here. Because they need food, right? A lot of the dwarves are struggling with food. Living close to here, they could offer protection for the halflings. Halflings can offer them food.
And they have the tunnels too.
Yeah.
So they could set up like an encampment here and like an outpost. And they hate the orcs too.
Yeah. This seems like a super win.
Yeah. And this would be like some crazy leadership stuff. This is some 5-head stuff. Good job, Zeus.
Yep.
And then maybe we could unite the dwarves and the halflings and then
They're the same
Unite.
size anyway. They'll like think they're both the same thing.
My friends bring up a good point. Why do you not work closer together with the dwarves?
Something about the rock in the mountains nearby is not suitable for dwarven living. Some mumbo jumbo. They need more space. It's only a short mountain range. Dwarves need to reach out and spread and mine, and these mountains have some bullshit. Stupid dwarves.
But even if they live close by, they might be in a good position to defend. And
will you just get them to do an outpost and in exchange for the food?
Well, maybe once upon a time that would be good, but the last few years, something's changed about the way the orcs conduct business. They're more organized, more clear-headed. Interestingly, it's been less of a problem for us. They've been attacking not as deeply into our lands, but taking more of our stuff. Taking more food, but destroying fewer things. Their nature has changed. Their attacks are more organized. Rather than running into the fields and hacking away at anything, they move in careful units, groups, sticking together and scouting around. They have scouting parties now, not just full-fledged human wave attacks. He
That
goes
is
over and
very
hits Grub on the
concerning.
back.
Have you ever thought about abandoning this town then? It might be too much if the orcs ever did an organized attack.
And do what? Go where?
go to Yaka.
Move in with us.
We are the last group of halflings on this whole island. The rest of our race has died out. This is not suitable land for us. Bastion's the only place that we can really live. We're not meant for these jungles, and the gods have cursed us to try and... Well, the gods have tried to get rid of us, and we are here holding out as our last hope, our last bastion of survival. That is why we have named the place Bastion.
But you might be able to thrive in like a place like Yaka. There's a lot of room for you.
Is there good soil? Is there great open space? Is there freedom from argument? From tall people kicking us and stepping on us and booting us to the side? No, I think not. We will live and die here in Bastion, as our forefathers have done. And if this is going to be the end of our people, then so be it. But we have resigned ourselves to our fate. But if you could get rid of the orcs, that would solve all of our problems. Or really, just the orcish union, you know? Dissolve their strength.
Well, you would know the orcs better than us. Do you know what the Orcish Union looks like, how it operates?
We know only their leader's name. Gormash. What is the war cry they give when they attack these days? For Gormash, they say. Whoever that may be.
Y'all remember the orc we got? That guy said the Gormash too.
I don't think we're in a position to take on like the orc main army right now, though.
We just
Who
gotta
needs
kill.
to take on the army? Just kill the one, like the Gabo says.
Do
Yeah.
you know where he is?
It's over there.
What? That's such a halfway answer.
Do you have a more precise location?
There's a Great Lake. Somewhere near the Great Lake. I'm not sure where.
Well,
But down that valley where the lake is, that's where they come from. They don't come from the southern valley or the coastal route. They always come from the great inland valley, near somewhere in the vicinity, the direction of the Great Lake.
As a chance to show off our stuff, I unfurl our map and I point at the triple blue spot. So over here.
He ignores where you're pointing and just lets out this long, low whistle at the map. He comes up to the paper and feels its edge and goes, "This is paper. Oh my, this is a rare thing indeed. Where did you get this? I haven't seen this outside of the Wizards of Riki."
Yes, indeed. We are working with the Wizards of Riki.
Ooh.
From Yaka, we have reached out our influence to Yuma, to Riki, to the dwarves, and we've traveled a long way to come to you.
It's part of bringing all of the people together of the island.
I have an idea. So we already know that the orcs are going to come. We don't exactly know how often, but we have a fair idea where orcs are going to be. We could probably set up an ambush, capture some of them, torture them, and find out more information. They're probably not going to
favor of you
but if we
killing
torture
orcs.
them.
I feel like there's some play to be made here with the dwarves that also hate the orcs and need them dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's something going on there.
Yeah. Give Minsky a knife, I'll happily torture some orcs.
Yeah, maybe dwarves have advanced interrogation techniques. Who knows?
Cool.
It
Even
seemed like the
better.
dwarves just wanted to cut off that one guy's head, not ask him questions.
True.
Right.
And I think probably our best, we're trying to establish alliances, right? So our best thing is to get inroads, some kind of constant deal going on. So maybe we could trade the food from the halflings for dwarves for protection while we go after this Gormash guy. The question is, who would know where the Gormash guy is? I'd ask that in character. Sorry, I can't do my goblin voice as much this episode because I'm sick. But did they know anything about the Gormash person? Have they heard anything about it?
Oh, we just know they use him as a rallying cry. As the big one says, you'd have to talk to the orcs.
Let's capture some orcs and torture them. What are we waiting for?
Sounds reasonable to me. Do you have a guess on what the number of orcs is?
All the orcs?
No, the ones
And all
that
of
come and attack
Arcadia?
you.
Oh.
Well, that would be an interesting guess, but also the number of orcs in this lake region.
Well, I don't know any of that. We don't leave Bastion. We let people come to us if they want anything. I know that when they strike, they usually strike in groups of rarely more than 10. Rarely.
I have a great idea. We don't want the hoblins, the halflings, to get in any danger if we kill any orcs. But when we finish with the orcs, we can butcher them in such a way that it looks like they were killed by a forest animal.
There's
Orcs
plenty of
are-
things that can kill orcs out there. Yeah.
This would be by having Boo gnaw on them, right?
No, I was thinking we could just chop off different parts so it looks like an animal bite.
Yes, by chopping them.
Well, yes, but different. Maybe we just rip them apart with our hands.
Oh, that's gruesome. I see.
Or I could just turn into an animal and claw them
Yeah,
up.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
There were pigs here, right?
Yes, we have pigs.
Grub can turn into a pig and then eat it.
Wait, that seems like a huge waste of time. Wait, I turn into a pig and eat what?
The orcs.
That's a lot of orcs I gotta eat.
You just gotta make it look I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
We just have to have you bite them a little bit.
But, Muse,
Got
know
it.
that you are not alone on this island anymore. We of Yaka will help you. And we are in the process of working with Riki, the powerful wizards, and they are of help too. So join us.
What do you mean, join you? Like, join you?
Officially
We won't
become... I'm gonna go into my inside thinking for a moment. What was our goal? To unify, so what would these towns be called? Like, just...
That language has yet to be invented. You could call them states, you could call them protectorates, territories, regions, provinces.
Okay. I've just come up. Be a part of the Arcadia Alliance.
Oh. Well, that sounds nice. If you can prove that you can keep us safe by getting rid of the orc leader and the orcish threat, then we're on board. I have the authority to, parlay on behalf of my people. They have very little stomach for politics and negotiations. As long as you are happy with us doing our thing, harvesting our foods, you'd be happy to join you.
Okay, if I
go talk to the dwarves.
I'm not asking the halfling the question. I'm doing the census as I walked through the town. How big is this place? How many halflings do I think are here?
That is a fantastic question. The halfling population here is probably in the 250 range. Is your best guess?
Okay, and for reference point, how many people were in Yaka?
300.
Okay, it's about the same. Cool. Okay.
So do you guys think there's any
I'm sorry,
way...
Yaka has 3,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you said like
I see.
yeah, we're in the thousands.
Yeah, I'm off by 10.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna check my notes.
So this is probably actually not 250 then. This is probably closer to 1,500.
What?
It's smaller
what
than
do
Yaka,
they grow here?
but they grow the things that you can't grow in a jungle. They have advanced irrigation and farming techniques that will allow the soil to drain enough that crops that can't stand flooding will be able to drain quickly enough to grow here. So they will grow the things that you might find in Central Europe.
Would they grow
whereas
anything
most
that
of the
let
thing-
us make wax?
Wax? Yeah, that would probably come mostly from the animals. You would use animal tallow. for
Then
your
we can
candles, for
waterproof
that supplies.
paper, right? Then it wouldn't get...
Yeah.
Wow, that's smart.
It's stolen from chat.
Well, give me
It's
a
probably
moment.
way too smart for you, though. For
Give me a moment to consult with my friends, but I think this orc threat might be something we can deal with. And I start talking to the others here. So I think
He
this
leads
is our
you,
most realistic option.
Out of Riki and the other one?
Right, out of finding
Finding pages or finding the hammer?
Yeah, out of the
Yeah.
hammer and the pages, I think it's more likely that we are capable of killing one orc.
It's gonna depend on how well defended this orc is, though.
Right, but it's still just orcs.
Can we use the dwarves to create a distraction or do something? I feel like there's some way.
Yeah,
that we
that's
could-
what I want to do. The
Yeah.
halflings too. They're not necessarily defenseless. They had people wearing stuff, and they have been fending off the orcs before. So we might be able to get both the dwarves and the halflings to help us with this.
I think there's a way to because we're trying to build an empire here, right? So we should incorporate all aspects of our empire to try to.
Okay, that might be possible.
Yeah.
So, do you want to just start off by asking the halfling if they can send some amount of forces to go with us?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So I turn back to Muse. So we are thinking about assaulting this orc. Would you be able to muster some forces so we can attack the camp together?
No. We do not have much in the way of weapons and armor. Our guards are mostly ceremonial. Their jobs are to throw some rocks and then run away from the orcs to make them feel like they've been winning, so that they'll, leave us alone in peace. It's it's a tactic my father developed. Actually, it's the pretend to fight and then run away. It works.
I can appreciate your way of living. It's a very high risk, and I'm glad it's worked for you for so long, but today we changed that course of history.
Let's go back to the dwarves then. Right, they should be there, right? We should be able to ask them, and then.
Like if the dwarves are much more militaristic, so if they start a fight in the valley, maybe that'll like distract enough people that we can go in and assassinate the dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good plan. Okay, we can give that a shot.
Okay, and then we get the halflings, and then we can start trading, like setting up trade routes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be our first town that we officially welcome into the Alliance.
Excellent.
And,
Second.
oh, yeah, second.
Oh yeah.
Should
Okay,
we
cool.
do that? Is there anything else we want to do in Bastion before we leave?
Can we what kind of goods do they have here? Do they have anything like cool that we can buy or look at?
They have farm goods that you could buy or trade for or look at, but I don't know how much you actually really care about that. It's going to be mostly like luxury goods.
I actually think we should. I think we should bring some with us to the dwarves.
Ooh.
That might be useful. You can consider the usefulness of Bastion as luxury goods that will improve your social standing amongst other people.
Do they have like? Would they have like barley? Wheat? What do you do for beer?
Barley, wheat,
Like
hops,
that
they
type
have
of
that.
stuff. Don't dwarves love that shit? They like.
Yes, the only place on this continent where you can get the materials to make beer is here in this town.
Oh,
And I
let's
think
bring beer.
was it Yuma? Is that so we pronounce it right? I think they mentioned that in Yuma as well, like a great desire for like wine or beer too. I remember them saying.
Oh
that.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
these
this is
types of
perfect.
these types of goods would be really really good.
So let's trade for like a bag of hops that we can bring back and see if we can get
I don't think we need to trade for anything, but like, do they have straight up beer?
Yeah.
How are we gonna?
No.
bring-
Like, they want to join our alliance. We're already like, we're gonna try to help take out the orcs. We're not gonna ask for like a shit ton of stuff. We want to bring home some samples to the dwarves to like encourage them, right? So we'll bring
I
some
see.
beer, we'll bring some food, and like again, like we're not asking for a lot, right? Because then it would be like the hobbits, like we haven't done a lot for them yet, but like, you know, we're here showing goodwill, so like it's not too much to like expect a little bit of good faith back as well. And that I want to explain to them that, you know, we're going to give them to the dwarves and try to get the dwarves to help us kill the orcs. Samples, basically.
Yeah, did you want to leave it at that or put it in some other way?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, I relay that. Or if you wanted to par it down to what we're asking, ask the mayor. We will start then by going to the dwarves and seeing if they can muster some amount of force to help us.
Dwarves deal with something outside of their town. Ha, ridiculous.
They hate the orcs as much as you do.
And their technique to deal with them is just to shut themselves inside of their mountains and leave the orcs alone. They can't get into the mountains, they're not a problem for the dwarves. If you could get them to rally and attack something, I'd give you my left nut.
What's
remember
that worth
that.
on the market?
Let's remember that. Hobbit nut. Time
Well
flies.
then, that is probably good enough information that we are on this on our own. Would you be willing to let us stay here for a week to rest up?
If you were going to fight and kill the orcs, we would be happy to put you up for a week.
What about the samples?
Just as long as if orcs attack you, you know, do something about it.
Sure.
Perfect.
Did he say anything about the samples?
Samples.
Not a lot. We just want to
Small
like...
samples.
Huh?
Yes, small samples.
Awesome. Sweet.
Oh, I talked to Mince. I don't think we're going to bother going to the dwarfs.
You don't think so?
Nah, it's pointless.
Really? They're not gonna help?
It's as the halfling here says, they're not going to get out of their mountain.
Yeah, but what we could do is we could go to the dwarves and say, what will you give us for bringing back the head of Gormash? And then we get both the halflings and the dwarves Reward.
That too, like, and we have like before they weren't really sure to believe us, right? If the orcs had a leader, now we have a secondary source that the orcs have a leader. It could end up being a problem for the dwarves. Right now, like they said that the reason they weren't scared of them was because they're disorganized. But if they have an organized leader, they could start putting siege to their mountain, and it could end up being a real issue for them. So it's in their interest as well. And like this is like a multi-pronged deal. Like not only are we gonna try to help kill their leader, we're also setting up a deal with Bastion, which would bring them beer and food. Like there's multiple good things in it for them here.
I think the dwarves are a very simple people. This is a really complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I think it's probably better to just bring a beer and go for that.
Yeah, but this brings up a good point. Why get paid once when you can get paid twice? So we can go.
That was Devin's point, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good point, Dev.
Thanks, dude.
And it's only 4 squares away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. I think the only person here who benefits from long rest is Devin. Is there anyone else?
I would,
do.
and all I would get is 1 level 3 spell, but that is significant if we have a big fight. Like that's a big deal. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I think we want to take a week for your 1 level 3 spell, and then we can go back to the dwarves.
Yeah. I get a rage as well, so it's not bad.
Oh, is that a long or a short rest?
It's long.
Are you sure?
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely need the long rest.
Yeah.
Is it really?
I have 3 rages. I would still have 2. There's like 2 fights. But yes,
Wait, your rage is recharge on a long rest? Is that right, Koibu?
I'm double checking.
I don't know if that's right. Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Well, I mean, that would make sense because long rests usually
rest.
3 fights and then the long rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Okay.
Alright. We resting?
Let's take a week off.
They will put you up for a week, and as long as we're resting for this week, why don't we dole out some experience points here? Because you did defeat 5 Displacer Beasts. You discovered a new town.
And diplomacy.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll
and
divide
a
that
really good
between-
joke by Devin. That's...
Why don't you each take home 1,125 experience points?
1,125?
Yes.
So
it's me and Destiny at 5,920.
and we're at 8858.
Those two numbers don't seem right. There
So
should
right-
be a smaller gap between them, I believe.
Yeah. Right now my number is 7733. So plus 1125 8858.
We
Yeah,
were
that
at
number is right.
4795.
Yeah.
Okay. I see Corn and Minsk having different XP totals. How is this possible?
Wait, did he already add his?
Yeah.
He added his, and he's got 5920, and you already have 6115. So
Oh, I must be. So should I be on 6115?
I think it's 6115. Is that before or after you added your total? Destiny?
I haven't added my total yet.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's right then. So the two of you should go up to 7240,
Yeah.
which will be a level.
Oh,
And
I get an
Rub
extra
and
attack
Yep, perfect.
and fast movement, whatever that is.
That's really good for us.
All right.
Because I think both Destiny and Ziz get big power spikes.
Everyone gets a power spike
What's
at
fast
5.
movement?
Is it
It's
a
when
thing?
you move really fast.
And my proficiency bonus goes up to +3. So,
Wait, you're what?
So-
I don't know how to say the word.
I'm sorry. It's
How'd I say
proficiency.
it?
I'm being mean. You're good.
But how
You
did?
did it
Oh,
right. It's
proficiency.
Yeah. So at level 5, your speed goes up by 10 unless you're wearing heavy armor. So
So
you just
40.
go to 40. Yes, I can do math, I swear.
And then where did I put
this
my?
is Corin's sheet.
I can't change
wrong.
the bonus myself. I think.
We're going to just change your level to 5 over here, and that should change a few other things.
Nice.
And you're going to either have to roll for HP or take the average.
I'm rolling, dude.
Yeah, you are.
What is
That's
it?
going
I'm
to
rolling.
be a D12 plus 2. Wow. It's all right. One day that will come back to you, and you will have even better HP. You know?
Holy shit.
For those of you in chat, he rolled a 1 plus 2 is 3. He has less HP than he had at the beginning of the session, even though he leveled.
That's impressive.
Oh, dude, I'm
And
actually
then-
I'm heartbroken. Ziz looks so sad.
I'll roll. What do I roll?
He's had such a tough week, dude. He had 2 bad deaths in Path of Exile, and now this.
You're going to roll a d10 plus 2.
I'd give him some of my
1d8,
HP if I could.
Plus 2.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I think I'm more HP now as the long range ranger than.
That is 4 times as much HP as Ziz gained.
Wait, what's
I
your
love
max
how we're
HP?
still
Ziz?
playing.
I have 43.
Wow. Okay.
Is 48 your new total, or is that your old total?
No,
Oh, I'm
43.
really tempted to say my old total, but that's my new total.
You have 48?
Excellent.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is there anything else we have to do for the level?
Let's see. You level up to 5. I think each of you gain an additional 1 attack.
Yep.
Let's just take a quick look
So we
here.
literally just get to attack twice? That's insane.
Yeah.
It
I get
is
extra
insane.
attack.
Yeah.
Yep, and your proficiency bonus goes up by 1, so you gain +1 to hit with all of your weapons, and all of your skills that you are skilled in go up by 1. And the fighter at 5. Do you know it off the top of your head?
I gain extra attack.
Anything else?
Not unless there's something buried or hidden. No, I don't think so. I think it's just extra attack.
Okay. Fantastic.
Also.
Okay, our party is a little bit stronger, but should anyone die, you will still have to make a 4th level character until this group is fully added to the alliance.
Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah, so don't anyone die yet.
Yeah. Oh man, don't die.
And we can't come back as a wizard yet, right?
Nope, not until Riki's added into the fold.
Can we come back as a halfling if Bastion is added?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
That's actually really cool. I like that.
Wait, come back as a what?
Halfling.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can?
If Bastion gets added to the fold, which
Oh,
is
that's
not
I
yet.
No,
love
but
how,
that's-
I love this unlocking thing.
Yeah.
This is such a cool idea.
I
Would
love
it
it.
make sense to create a level 5 halfling? They all seem like peasants.
Some
They're
sort
kind of lame.
some sort of super halfling.
Wait, aren't halflings like? But actually, isn't the halfling race? I know in 2E is like nuts. Like, they have like a lot of good racials.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can
That's
like.
good stuff.
To avoid like rule lawyering in the future, just to be clear, if I do an action surge and I attack twice, I should be able to attack 4 times in a turn, right?
Yes.
Because
Jesus
anytime you do the attack,
Christ.
you trigger an extra attack.
Why didn't I go
Yes.
fighter?
If you do a reaction and attack, does that count as an attack?
No.
That's only
That's not the attack action. That's just a regular reaction. So if you ready and attack. Ooh, I don't know if you ready attack, you might still get both of yours. That's
So Destiny's
an
Legolas.
interesting question.
Well, you have extra attack too, don't you?
Yeah, but you get 4. That's insane. You're just like brrp, brap, brap.
How much? How many times can you use that action surge thingy?
Just once per short rest.
Okay, so
Pretty good.
if you like ready an attack or you get an attack of opportunity, you do not get both of your attacks. Your extra attack only happens when you take the attack action on your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And then something I was gonna ask earlier against the one monsters. As a ranger, if you get an attack of opportunity, is that taken a disadvantage? Because they're within like,
You
5 feet
mean
of
when you use a bow?
Yeah,
You do not get attacks of opportunity with the bow. You only get them with melee weapons.
you only get. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Awesome. I'm on full hit die now.
Are there any other things we can do here? Where Ziz can gamble more HP? I like this side narrative.
I'll take any gamble ever.
Gamble? I'll keep this in mind. I'll find some fun things for us to gamble with. All right. So, you're going to spend a week here in the Halfling Town of Bastion, resting up, licking your wounds, and you will have limited access to their fineries like booze here. They're not going to give you a lot of it because you guys are way bigger than they are and you'll drink way more, but they will allow you to have some. They will gift you small things, mostly just let you rest up and heal.
I asked if there's while we're just like resting and chilling, ask if there's any minor stuff that they want help with while we're here, just to like build up extra reputation.
There is a lot of labor to be done, and they would be happy to have you. Sometimes there's a problem with the oxen and trying to get it to plow, but you're so strong, you could just push the plow on your own. So you can be of great use to these
Can I do
people.
that while still doing a full rest?
Probably have to wait until after the rest to help then.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Well, I was specifically like minor things.
Oh, okay. Small things? Nah. No, they would be more of a pain in the ass to teach you to do the small things than to,
What was the name of the large orc again?
Gormash?
Gormash. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. I keep thinking Gorsuch. Sorry. Gormash.
Gorbachev. Tear down this wall.
Okay. Let's see where we are. What happens at the end of your week-long rest? Are you going to stay until orcs attack, or are you going to peace out quickly?
I think, well, we want to go back to the dwarves now and figure out stuff.
What are we going to figure out back at the doors? Why do we need to go back there?
That's what we're going to do. We're going to give them samples.
What's reward for killing Gormash from the dwarves?
We're going to get, what from killing Gormash? Oh,
we
try to get a
like
reward
to
from them.
try to get a reward from them for killing Gormash.
Yeah.
Basically, we're already getting a reward by making an alliance with the halflings, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're going to try to get a
double
double reward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a day travel to
see if we can do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And see if they can help us in any way too. Like maybe they can give us the location, or maybe they know something about it. Like it's
Sure. They might have some info.
Okay. Excellent. So back to the dwarves we go. It's a 2-day journey. Someone give me the first movement roll.
Me and Ziz rolled last, so
Yeah.
Sure, I got it.
I don't want the responsibility for running us into more of those creatures.
Troll the Rue incoming.
Excellent. All right. Your first day of travel goes peacefully. Go ahead and move yourself 2 hexes.
I miss the halfling music.
Same. That was cozy.
Yeah.
Right. And someone give me a d20 for the next day.
Fuck!
And go ahead and move yourself 2 spaces.
Oh. Okay.
All right. 2 days of travel. You make it back to the Dwarven mountain range. You can find their little outpost tucked away in a small canyon guarded by a large tree and a series of boulders that makes it somewhat unwieldy to get to. But you can pick your way between it and come all the way up to the little Dwarven outpost. A pair of eyes peer out from behind the darkness, and the tip of a crossbow bolt is visible outside of the shadow of the cave. A dwarven voice calls out to you. All right, you stay right there. Not a step closer until you announce your business.
Friends, we just left here. Don't you recognize us?
I might not have been on duty when you came through. So state your
I see.
names and your business.
My name is Zai Korin Robin Minsk. We just walked through this tunnel from Yaka.
You're the pelt ones. The ones with the cloak, the Displacer Beast hides.
Yes.
Yes.
The crossbow bolt gets lowered down, and the dwarf steps out of the shadows and waves you forward. Come on in. It's a dangerous world out there.
Oh, I understand. I'm doing a name drop here, especially with... Oh, crap.
Gormash.
Yeah, Gormash on the loose. I look for a reaction.
Who's Gormash? He says blankly.
Ah, dumb orc.
He's the leader
Dumb
of the
orc
orcs.
indeed. Leader of the orcs, huh?
Yes.
Why don't you come in?
Mhm.
We like to hear more about this orcish leader. And he will lead you into the shadows, and as your eyes adjust, you see there are another 4 or 5 dwarves here armed with halberds and wearing heavy armor, ready to attack anything that comes to their little outpost.
Does this guy look like the leader? Or does anyone look like they have more rank?
This guy does. He's got a pair, like a set of bars on his shoulders.
Okay. What a useless trap. So we have learned some horrifying news from. Well, I'm not gonna say the source. The orcs are gathering under some leadership. The name is Gormosh. Any of you hear anything about this?
I haven't heard of an orc name. Orc of any importance in perhaps ever. Who is this Gormosh?
Well, he appears to be a figure that is now leading the orcs. So you can expect more organized raids from them.
Orcs? Leaders? That implies organization. And there's no such thing as organization.
Grim news for all of us, indeed. So, if you see a lot of orcs coming, be prepared to run.
Remember back in city, dwarfs noticed that there are more attacks, yeah? It changes.
Yes, they have changed their patterns.
Yeah, because they got Big Mean Greenie now. And they lead in the Wog.
It's very unfortunate. Orcs are not that big of a deal if they're broken into small clans, but united, they can be a real threat.
Yeah. They lead in a big Wog.
But good news, because we are about to embark on a trip to try to slay this leadership.
He smiles. Wonderful. I would love nothing more than to hear about the defeat of this Gormosh and see his head upon my own spiked halberd.
You could help us. We could use your help for sure.
A suicide run? No, thank you. It's against the dwarven religion.
Why do you think it's a suicide run? Are the orcs that heavily fortified in that lake area? Do you know the area I'm referring to?
Let me tell you about a closely guarded dwarven secret. We're not very quiet. If we go out there, they'll see us coming from a mile away. They'll surround us and cut us to ribbons. More to the point, why go and fight an enemy in their home ground when you can make them fight you on your home ground? It's reckless. We dwarves are safe here. Our mountain homes keep us well away from any dangers.
What is your plan if 100 orcs comes storming down over here?
He leads you into the cave with a follow me motion, lights a torch so you guys can see, and shows that there is this large spherical stone that's maybe 2.5 feet wide that's sort of embedded in the wall. And it's propped up with some sticks and some rocks and some other things. And he goes, the orcs come, or any threat, dragons, whatever. We knock these sticks out. This whole thing rolls out of the wall, blocks off the cave entrance. It takes a couple dozen, maybe 100 dwarves to reopen it again, but it'll block off the cave and it'll be impervious to anyone.
Wait, I just said 100 orcs. Can't they move the stone?
Probably not. It hasn't been done. Been
But you just said 100 dwarves could do it.
We dwarves have organization and unity and proper tools. We understand the purpose of leverage. Give me a fulcrum and a lever and I will move the world, says a great dwarf. Orcs are dumb. They'll just hit it with sticks or rocks.
Are they dumb when they have Big Greenie leader, though?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Still, I would rather take my chances with our ancestral defenses and hold this tunnel where their numbers matter for nothing than venture out into the wilds where everything is so big and tall. And besides, we might run into a dragon on the way, or a trollaroo. We might not ever make it to the orcs.
Hate those things.
Yeah.
Should we just give them samples and leave then?
Wait, what was that, this?
Should we just give them samples and leave? I mean, you could ask them for like if they want to like reward us in some way if we
Well,
help.
they might have the location of the Gormash.
They're not going to have the location of Gormash.
Why
Yeah,
not?
They haven't even heard of him.
They don't even know Gormash exists.
Oh yeah.
That would be a factor as to not having the location. That's disconcerting. All right.
All right, we need a crash course on exploration on this world map while stealth.
So if you want to stealth, you move at half speed, so you would go 1 hex per day of travel, and your stealth check would be at +5. Your passive stealth would be the lowest person stealth, +5. Yeah.
Was there some benefit to not getting encounters?
Yeah. Or you will more likely be in a situation where, how do you say?
We get to
you
choose?
you'll probably like stumble across an encounter without them having spotted you, and you can choose to engage or avoid.
You guys also have to remember I have Pass Without a Trace, which is an insane ability for stealth. Like, ridiculously good.
But that doesn't last super long, right?
Less than an hour.
Yeah.
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 We're talking about a day travel there. But it's useful for when we get to the final spot.
Yeah, when we get to the actual
Yeah.
orc.
No, I like that. Let's do you want to continue doing the diplomacy stuff and just give them some samples and talk about like the possibility of like allying up with Bastion? Like the more dwarves know about the alliance stuff and
Well, we should also get like some kind like we should ask the dwarves, what will you give us if we bring back the proof of the death of Gormash?
Yeah, I don't think these guys are the right people to negotiate with. If we want to do that, we have to walk 3 days through the tunnel, and then we have to go back through this tunnel again.
I think we just give this guy the samples because we're not going to bother carrying them anyway. So we might as well, like, the more dwarves think positively of us, the better for future.
Yeah, well, how about this? So as we are diplomats from Yaka, well, both diplomats as well as, gee, how do I put this? What's the word? Adventurers. We're going to go after Gormash for both Bastion as well as your fine dwarven kind. So consider this a gift, and we'll leave them the hops.
Thank you.
Not just for you, of course. Make sure this goes to...
Certainly. No one's ever accused a dwarf of being greedy before.
Share the wealth. Okay, well...
All right. Do we just start our... I really want to ambush some orcs early on and try to torture some more information out of them. I think that's pretty important.
Well,
I
we're
agree.
looking for...
I think we need to get in a position where we can ambush them, so we should stealth the rest of the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we're officially doing 1 tile a turn.
1 tile a turn. Okay.
Wasn't it half?
yeah,
Oh, right.
it's
No,
half.
yeah.
Well, our goal is to just find the guy, right? Find the leader orc dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if we so they said that they're sending increasingly well organized attacks to the village of halflings, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we were to just kill one of those contingents, it's reasonable to assume that they would send somebody bigger the next time, right? Maybe if we kill a couple of the people coming into raid, he said they only send 10 at a time, they're just orcs. Maybe if we kill one of the raids and then have a forward scout for the next incoming raid, we can try to intercept I keep wanting to call him Gorsuch, the lead orc guy, if he's coming to maybe scout out the place next
That's
time.
the
or
thing,
kill
though.
any
I
scouts.
feel like it would still most likely be like a lieutenant or something, right? I don't think the main guy is going to be like, oh, somebody killed one raiding party. Let's send out the main guy. Like,
well, like if they're orcs, and I don't know how hardcore this is gonna be, but like if they're orcs, it's not like one guy showed up and all of a sudden instilled like an entire like military doctrine from top to bottom, right? It might literally just be like one lead guy with a few big lieutenants or whatever, you know. So maybe if we kill like 1 or 2 of those guys, maybe that's because it seems like even if we find out where he's at, this is just a guess, I could be totally wrong, but even if we find out where he's at, I don't know if we can invade an entire orc city, get in, just kill him, and then get out. It sounds like we're gonna have to look out anyway, right?
what do you think? Like, if do you want to camp like where I'm pinging on the map right now? Then
Yeah, it's the green bamboo area.
with which intention of like intercepting like an incoming attack? Or
yeah,
just...
like killing one group, like you said, and then getting ready for the next one.
Yeah, I mean that would be like my guess to see who comes next, and then like especially because of like the next send is like a scout, like they'd probably send some type of scout instead of just sending the lieutenant, right? That would probably be a really good guy to interrogate if they send somebody to figure out what's going on. He's probably a little bit more like.
The only thing I'm worried about here is say they send 10 people, right? We kill that group, and the next group is 150 orcs, and they obliterate all of Bastion.
Yeah, on the flip side, we know that they're roughly around the lake, and there are only so many tiles around the lake, so we could scout all of these lakes.
I mean, I also like the idea of like Destiny is basically suggesting to lure out the leader in some way. So like if we could create some kind of event that would lure the leader out with a small band. Like
The only thing I don't like about that is that if we go like Sai was saying right now and stealth around right there right now, he has no reason to be like heavily fortified or expect that people are going to be coming for him.
True.
And we have such an advantage that if we do manage to get close, like say we know that he's exactly in this tile, right? We manage to get close, and then we have your like walking stealth thing. We can go like just show up, kill him, and go back out.
So for the strength of that argument, the dwarves are never like, I've never heard of like dwarf assassins, right? So the dwarves would never send anyone out, and it's entirely possible that this guy literally does just stand out in the open, because who the fuck would ever go out to kill like an orc guy? It's not going to be the halflings, right? So that's entirely possible too.
Yeah,
the only scary thing is going deep into like orc homeland and then getting caught. Like seems like.
Well, the big problem is we really don't know if there's like this thousands of orcs, like this is fucking Ogrimmar, or if this is like just like like a little group of like orcs that are.
Well, I think the assumption would be in this world, or I don't know if we could assume this, but the assumption would be that there are like at least 1,000 orcs. That it's not just like 30 or 40. It's like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands.
We'd
right?
probably start seeing more and more orc activity the closer we get. So we have probably some options to pull back out. Like I feel like there's like a massive chance that if we start killing orcs close to Bastion, Bastion is like goodbye.
But it all depends. Like we don't know if we're okay. So we know there's 1,500 people in Bastion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that. So then there has, and they're terrified of the orcs. They can't defend themselves.
So it can't be like 20 orcs.
Yeah, it can't be like 20 orcs. Yeah, it's like right.
We also know that Bastion represents like some interest to them, right? So like if the orcs get killed, this would be my guess, and it's a gamble, but my guess would be they would have to send some type of scout to see why they got killed. But is it because if they got killed by a random raiding party, you wouldn't want to torch all of your like farm town just because, you know, a random animal like killed a bunch of orcs. Like that'd be really dumb. But they're also orcs, but they're organized orcs, so I don't know.
I feel like it's very risky though, either way.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But what are our other options?
I think there's any reason a scout would know more about where the leader is. So I think we should just
scary.
Directly there.
What if on the way there we get into like a fucking crazy encounter and we get do the dwarves know of any paths through the mountains to this place? Because I'm looking at the map right now. There's the 3 mountain ranges and the 2 mountain ranges. We might be able to cut directly across and then go.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Whoever just put that circle in there, and then we could go right to the lake, and then we have a safe path out too if we get.
I like that.
Well, that's fair.
Can we ask the dwarves if they, because there's supposed to be routes throughout all of these different places, right?
Yeah, I'll with a flourish bring out the map that we have and unfurl it and ask, do you have any information about any dwarven tunnels around this lake?
He studies the map carefully. Looks so funny from this angle. Let's see here. Once upon a time, there was a dwarven clan in this mountain range. Once upon a time. But that time is no longer. That clan, they fell some 100 years ago, and we have not reopened their tunnels.
Reopen means they're... What does that mean?
It means no dwarf has set foot inside those tunnels in a few 100 years. Anything could lurk within. It could be barren and empty. It could be the home of a, no offense, terrifying clan of underground dwelling goblins. It could be filled with poison gas and be the home of countless green dragons. It could be the lair of lurkers and piercers and cloakers. Who knows what awaits those tunnels?
And there's
That
nothing else,
sucks.
right?
Nothing elsewhere.
Is that all the
What?
options?
No other caves anywhere near?
Oh.
Well, we have control of this whole range that
Okay.
we're in now. And there are some other ranges that are well populated.
It doesn't seem realistic to go around through the entire woods to get there because we're probably gonna, if we get bad rolls, we're either gonna.
Right,
like-
but that's why we're going stealthily, so we have like a bigger chance of choosing our encounters.
going quietly.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, let's say that we run into problems in the lake and we gotta back out. We have to go like 8 tiles back to Bastion. We could easily encounter some crazy shit on the way back in TBK. You know what I mean?
I mean, we would probably stealth back out too.
While being chased by hundreds of orcs or what?
I would like assume, like if we get caught, we're probably dead. That would be my assumption.
Yeah.
For something like this.
I wouldn't say we're probably dead if we get caught.
I would
just-
assume that because it's the safest way to go. Because we do know that there are some ways that we can get caught, in which case we're absolutely dead. So I would
Sure.
plan around that.
But I still think that they're just orcs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's got to be the easiest one that we can do.
I think so too. I think this sounds like a fairly solid option. It just it depends if you guys are on board with it.
What option is that? Sorry.
This is like going to the lake and stealth killing him.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm just saying, should we at least scout? It's so much easier to do that if we have the tunnels. Because if there's a straight tunnel all the way through, right, we just back out.
It doesn't exist.
They said it exists. They just don't know what's in it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't possibly open the tunnels, and the tunnel would
They are
probably.
they are open. It's just we don't know what's in them. If there's nothing in the tunnel, we could just walk through the tunnel and get there.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, it hasn't. They haven't been in the tunnel for 200 years, but the tunnel works fine.
Aren't
just-
yeah,
it-
okay,
it-
but one big downside to this, right? The tunnels, there is no like in this big jungle, like if we
Yeah.
encounter something, we can move around it. In those tunnels, it is like face it or go the other way.
That's a super good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They also
that-
would want to encounter an orc, right? So that would be in the jungle.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm convinced. That's good.
So everyone okay with like jungle stealth kill?
I think so.
Yep, sounds good.
Corin?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
By the way, Corin, you have our weakest stealth roll, right? What is it?
I have our weakest? Is that what you
I
said?
have two.
I mean, that's my guess.
I have two.
Maybe.
Oh, my proficiency or whatever is 8.
Oh, mine's 2.
Okay.
Mine, yeah.
Boo is very loud.
Oh, right. Ziz, you're 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess our lowest will be +2.
What are you, Zai?
+8.
Wow, it's a lot.
Jesus Christ, how are you?
I mean, +7. +7.
Alrighty then. So the plan, as I understand it, is to head on over and kind of meander, hoping to find some orcs.
Yes.
Excellent. Why don't you take us to our very last break today? And when we set off, we will begin our journey looking for orcs.
Hello.
Hello.
We are
And
live.
welcome back to Empires of Arcadia. So it's time to go looking for some orcs. Yeah,
Yeah. Should I roll the first stealth?
do it. And are you doing half
Yeah.
slow movement yet, or are you going for full movement right now?
I think we're still doing slow movement, right?
Yeah, we need to be at full strength when
Yeah.
we get there.
Mm-hmm. We have to do
Alright.
everything we can to avoid an encounter.
All right, Ziz, go ahead and move yourself 1 token, 1 tile. And Steven, roll us a d20. And move us a tile.
Moving us southeast? Or which direction?
No, north. Straight up.
Oh, straight up.
I thought you were trolling.
And Trump.
Okay.
And move us a hex.
Cool.
Alrighty, where did I put my stuffs?
I feel like we just got like a massive buff by those 2 levels.
Hopefully.
So it is on this day as you move through the jungle that Grub's little ears perk up at the sound of wings. This large buzzing noise. The sound of giant blood-sucking mosquitoes. A swarm of them is nearby somewhere.
So what's our stealth do for us here?
So your stealth right now is, what's the minimum stealth? 2?
Yeah.
So currently your stealth check is a 17 because you're moving at half speed through the jungle. So
That's
you are
pretty
in
amazing.
a pretty good hiding spot.
Yeah.
And if you know what the mosquito's passive perception is, you would know whether or not they would be able to spot you.
Okay.
How would we know that?
Well,
It would have to be one of those things that you'd figure out through, like, how many times they spot you and what sort of conditions. You'd have to be paying careful attention in a lot of different situations.
Is there a way for us to like bypass this encounter since we know where they are?
Tell me how you're going to do it.
Well, can we hear them?
Grub hears them first because he's got 20 passive perception.
Yeah, I would definitely like quiet down and let everybody know.
Could we take
And
like
Zai will hear it a moment later with his 17 passive.
could we take like an hour or 2 to like walk far away and then try to bypass it in a different direction?
Well, if you can hear them, then they're probably close enough to see you pretty soon, right? Yeah, you usually don't hear things from too far away.
are
especially
they
in the
moving
jungle.
around, or are they just like chilling in an area?
Oh no, it's a buzzing sound that is getting louder.
Okay, so they're moving.
Yeah,
Could
can't
try to
see
like
them.
hide and stealth.
Yeah, we already are hiding and stuff.
Should we just like
So,
extra?
Just wait. Just stop.
Okay, sure.
We're done.
Do we ready attacks for if they get within
No,
a
we
certain
just wait
range?
here.
Okay, I would like to ready an attack for if they're within a certain range.
With your bow?
Wait, no, because if we're hiding, they'll just walk right past us. I mean, fly right past us.
If they don't
Yeah, a
notice us.
longbow is
Wait.
6 feet tall, so if you want to ready attack, you're going to have to be standing at full height
Yeah.
to ready
Let-
your
let-
shot.
I
I
think
won't
we
be. I'll
just
just be
hide.
chilling, I guess. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
chill.
All right. Sure enough, the swarm of about 8 mosquitoes passes near you guys. One of them starts to buzz slightly in your direction and then reveals off in another and moves by without any problems. And the
Awesome.
party continues. Next day, Grub,
Yes. Moving?
D20.
Okay.
$19. Go ahead and move us a tile.
So we're yeah, okay.
And with your great passive perception on this day, Grub, you hear the sounds of goblins. You hear the sounds of sticks on logs and a fervent prayer to Dub.
Oh.
Dubba, 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 dub, 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 dooba, dubba, dooba, dubba, dooba.
Do we skip?
I'll tell the party, hey, there's some gobble here, but they making lots of noise. We can just walk by if you don't want to talk to them.
I think we should walk by.
Yeah.
No, there's no profit in slaying goblins.
All right.
Would the goblins maybe know how many orcs are in the area? Is it worth talking to them?
It's true.
Sure, but orcs also know that.
Yeah, I think we
Well, the
go for
goblins
orcs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I think the number doesn't really matter because it's not like we're gonna fight all of them.
True. Should we move?
It is up to Grub to move you a tile.
I already
Oh,
moved.
he already did. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Then we're back to Ziz. Go ahead and move yourself. And Steven?
Yep. Move us. You want me to move a tile?
D20 first, please.
Oh, okay. Roll another.
Yeah.
9.
And move a tile.
Do you want me to move east?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You can smell, Zai, on the wind. The smell that is beginning to remind you a little bit of Minsk. It's that smell of Displacer Beasts that's been like draped over his shoulders for a week when he was carrying those bloody hides on him. It's on the air. You can smell them. They're near. They're somewhere close, but you can't see them yet.
Maybe they can't smell us because I'm draped in Displacer Beast.
You were. You gave up the hides a while ago
Oh, yeah,
to
true.
the dwarves.
I haven't
People
washed
don't
since
shower.
then.
Yeah, people don't shower in this universe.
That's true. Well, I tell the group, Displacer Beasts, and then mention for everyone to be quiet.
So you guys just chill, keep a low profile.
Yep.
All right. The Displacer Beasts are hunters, and they are moving carefully through the jungle here. You guys are relegated to some level of cover that you found as the group of Displacer Beasts moves past you. They number 3, and they walk in sort of a line, one following the other. Excuse me. And they are going to pass within a pretty close proximity. I mean, the jungle's large and with a lot of cover, so for you to even notice anything, it's got to be kind of close. Displacer Beasts don't see you at first, but you can see them from outside of your cover as they begin to walk along a path that's not quite intercepting yours, but will be tangential to you. They're going to come close enough that they're going to get an active perception check to see if they spot you as you lay in hiding. And a 4 is a failure on their perception check. They get maybe 40 feet from you without spotting you and move right on past. Let's move on to the next. Jeff, why don't you move us a tile?
Okay. On this day of travel, I talk about the
roll.
Displacer Beasts from yesterday, and I say, hey, if anyone does notice us, they're probably going to give a signal. So if anyone's signaling their allies, we'll just come out and attack them.
Yeah.
So we'll get the first strike. Wow, there's that 9 again. All right.
Right. This day on your travel, as you are trekking, you come across a watering hole. It's where one of these creeks that leads away from the mountains forms like a large pool, and you're heading in that direction, following this small creek up river to get some water, when you see the pool has 3 triceratops around it.
Holy shit.
Dinosaurs!
Now, they're known to be herbivores, but they do have big spikes on their heads and strong plates around them. They could be formidable foes, or they might not really give a shit about you because they're herbivores, mostly.
They do move in herds.
Okay. What a discovery!
Is this something you're interested in pursuing?
No.
No. All
Yeah,
right.
definitely not. Yeah.
If Grub thinks he can tame them, can ride them in against the orcs.
Yeah, can you
That
turn
sounds
into
fucking
Triceratops
awesome.
now?
Yeah. I definitely can't. Even I know that, but because they're probably like CR something crazy.
So you're gonna go ride them?
We're not doing that now.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right. Well then, Grub, it's your day to move us a tile and roll a check.
A Triceratops is CR5. I'm never gonna be able to do that. Sorry. Yeah.
CR5. You think my Triceratops are CR5? I have modified them so heavily.
Sorry, I forgot that it's an Arc Witch that has a dragon inside of its head that casts 9th level wish spells. If it's a Koibu, yeah. Like,
Yeah. They're tiny Triceratops inside of the Triceratops. And they jump out.
when they cough, they shoot smaller Triceratops at you.
Tricera rule.
Yeah.
That do impale damage.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself 1 tile. And on this day, you come across the corpse of a creature here. It's the corpse of a large deer, and it has a javelin sticking out of it that is feathered.
So, wait, what?
You come across the corpse of a large deer with a feathered javelin sticking out of it.
I see
Large
if the ground around the dare has been moved as this. Like I'm looking for a trap, like a net trap,
Hmm.
and I want to try to like.
Give me an investigation check and tell me how close you want to get to this potential trap to find it. Because the further you are away, the harder it is to spot a trap, right? It's easier to see it when it's right in front of you.
Right. Can I find it? I'm in a jungle, right? Can I find a big stick?
There are a lot of sticks.
Yeah, I want to get like a really long stick and poke it, like maybe 3 meters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. As Minsk is getting closer with the stick, I'm going to just in a sharp whisper say, "Tom, what are you doing, Minsk?"
Can I do an investigation check on the actual spear and see if, like, I recognize, like, if it's from a tribe or something?
Yeah. Give me maybe a history check would be better.
Oh, okay. My
I don't think
investigation.
there's a culture stat.
All right,
so-
even still, super good. Yeah.
Yeah. This is most definitely an orcish spear.
Ooh.
Can
Okay.
we just leave?
I think it means we're getting closer.
True.
Yeah.
Probably.
But why shoot the deer with the spear and then not go get the deer?
It seems like a
Because
trap.
it's a trap. I look around for orcs.
Oh yeah, because it's a trap. That's right. That
It's
is
a
why.
trap.
That is why. Yeah. We should just keep moving.
All right.
Well, or
Give me
or-
a perception check
Yeah.
to look for orcs.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, Zai, you see them. They're in the trees above the deer, and it's pretty clear to you that they've spotted that 3-meter stick that Minsk has that he was like about to approach the deer with, and one of the orcs is looking in his direction, which is not quite the same as your direction. You can see him. There's maybe 5 orcs in the tree with spears and shields. And then there seems to be a caster orc with them, a shaman with them as well in the tree. And they've definitely spotted Minsk.
But
Well,
I've probably seen them too, right? I rolled 20 perception.
Ooh, you rolled a 20. I didn't see that. Yes, you spot them, which is almost actually kind of unfortunate. Because when you're looking around for orc, and then you look up, and you see them, and they see you, and you see them seeing you, and they see you seeing them.
Oh no.
At least I'm not
Time to
surprised.
roll initiative, I think is what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Yes, but we do not have time to finish a full battle tonight. This will take a little time, so we're gonna have to wrap it up right here at the edge of battle with
Can't we
these
fight
orcs.
for 30 minutes?
You want to like
So
do
we-
these, and you always want to do them in like straight shots, because like if you just
It's
end in the middle of a
uncomfortable.
and we won't remember and shit and stuff
Alright.
like that. So
Yeah, it is better to do the battle all in one go than to
Yep.
break it up. And besides, we want to end on a cliffhanger so people will come back next week.
that's true.
When you say people come back next week, you mean us? Sorry.
All right. So this is where we're going to end our session for today, right on the verge of the orcish battle. The trap has been laid, but it was not triggered. You carefully avoided it. They were going to jump out of the trees and ambush you, but not today.
All right. Let's do some shout outs and stuff at the end.
Shout out.
Devin,
What?
where can we find more of you?
Hi, I'm Devin Nash. You can find me at twitch.tv/Devin Nash or youtube.com/Devin Nash. I run a talk show about the gaming industry, and I talk about business cat stuff. It's really exciting. Come over there if you want. /Devin Nash. Thank you
Awesome.
very much for having me, by the way. Fucking awesome community. I appreciate being here.
Koibu?
You guys can find me on twitch.tv/Koibu and all things Koibu everywhere else.
Trump?
I just had this sudden realization that this is probably the trap that Zizaran himself would have made. It's probably a pit. That would be awesome. Should have let him fall in the hole. Guys, I'm at Trump SC. Watch me play Hearthstone, Age of Empires there.
And Destiny.
Hi, I'm Destiny. You can find me at twitch.tv/Destiny. I do all sorts of crazy stuff. Mainly, I don't even know what I do anymore, but yeah.
All right, and my name is Zizaran. I primarily play Path of Exile and also D&D, and I am about to play some more Path of Exile after this. So if you like that kind of content, keep staying watching. So
Damn well,
And-
that's where I'm going to be, by the way.
awesome.
Next week we're gonna be on Tuesday, right?
Oh yeah, we need to. We'll do that
Wait,
after this.
really?
We need to hammer down a time 100%.
Okay, I thought everyone had already agreed to it. Never mind.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
fine
know.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That works for me.
awesome.
Great. We'll see you guys Tuesday next week.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for having
Bye.
us. Hope
Bye.
you enjoyed it.